God loves me.
What a perfect thing to start the stream on. Anyway. Nice. God, what the fuck were we doing last night? Last time. Let's see, I've got some larceny to do, some religious persecution to do. Kalos has been denied his new shenanigans and antics buddy. Gotta take jobs humiliating people for money. Alright, you want this guy ruined? Alright, I'll stage like a whole fucking harassment suit. Don't worry. His reputation will be ruined. I get my money.
As Lyson runs a smear campaign.
Maurice Lyson, like, stages sexual harassment charges.
I mean, let's
Wrongful
I mean,
harassment charges.
the same thing. Smear campaign, sexual harassment charges, whatever.
It doesn't matter if they get the fucking, circle of truth shit out, as long as word spreads far and wide enough, fast enough. Before that happens, it'll be all we need. Thank you, Brain.
We love it. We love it when shit hits the fan, as they say.
We love it when the media mass prints horrible shit about someone, and when it turns out not to be true, just prints out like one tiny little blurb about it, like the next day, and then never talks about it again.
There we go. Hello. Love that shit. Hello.
Let's see, get thieving tools. Ruin Dappled's week, ruin Dirk's month.
I promise. I sound.
I arrived before the GM. I'm not late.
Damn, Nick, you do sound bad. Yeah, I was trying not.
I sound worse than I feel.
Yeah. Get some
raspy.
Yeah.
Get some fucking honey and some hot water and just make honey tea. Just honey.
Honestly,
Skip
that's
the tea.
probably. I might do that at some point. That might help.
Yeah. Is it raw and painful, or is it stuffed up with gunk?
It's not. It's not super painful at the moment. If it's the same thing my brother had, it'll get there, but it hasn't gotten there yet. So.
Look into the murder victim's mail, in and outgoing. We need to intrude upon their privacy to see what the fuck happened. And then some secret things I'm not going to tell all of you. He's licensed to-do list.
I love secret things, but also I have to ask: did you mean to DM me before, or was that an accident?
Which thing? Let's see. The one that says...
Because no, it was a while ago.
Oh, where I sent you something, but then there was nothing there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was an accident. I was trying to send something to Payday.
Okay.
You're both M.
Cool. No, valid. I was just wondering because I was like, oh, and it was driving me absolutely up the wall. So
yeah, sorry, you and Payday are both M. according to Discord.
No, all good. Heard.
Oh god, hot doctor.
Man, that was a really good joke on the one before that, but it's AI generated, so I'm gonna let it curl up and die. Go out to tea with Lelanthier, some more. Meet Zord at the Yawning Portal. Failed. Damn. I failed that quest.
Which one?
Zord, the guy who had the fancy mustache, who was, I think, a gnome, and he had his own nimble rights, and we found him with the detector by accident.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Good ass, nimble, very detective.
Let's see. Still gotta get my filthy, grubby little mitts on Illusory Script, Magicora, Magic Mouth. Then I can make the furniture curse you out when you sit on it.
That's a Jeff Dunham shit right there.
That's off me!
I remember there is a guy made a scale, and he gave it to his mom, and if it, I think, I don't remember if it was like a trick scale or whatever, but like she stepped on it, and it said 1 at a time, please.
Oh no. Oh no.
Would you like to guess what her response was?
Oh, do tell me.
Ah, that's fucked up.
Oh, that's fucked up. What? A hot dog with cocaine.
I'm muted! That explains everything.
You fucking lump.
Anyway, as I was saying, now that I'm properly
It
here,
was intentional.
how are you, Nick? Are you dying?
I mean, again, I sound worse than I actually feel, so
Okay, that's good.
yeah.
Man, I used to have like a 7-fin little oil heater electric thing. But that broke, so now I have a 5-fin and it is not enough to heat my small room up. Now that winter is coming.
Do you have a desktop computer?
I have a laptop. It's currently
Ah.
the heater is under the desk, and I have my legs on either side of it.
If my room ever gets cold, I can just run Elden Ring with a Google tab running in the background.
When
with
it's
hardware
not quite as cold,
acceleration
my
on.
laptop does do that.
Yeah.
If it's like running overnight, but yeah.
If I leave hardware acceleration on Google and then I start up Elden Ring without closing the Google tabs, my room will get warm pretty fast.
That's not good.
That actually is good because that means the fans on my computer fucking work.
Valid.
He was going somewhere.
Like, a lot of these are really funny, but these are really, honestly, a lot of them are fucked up too. Oh god, the person riding with a hot dog. Sorry, wrong person.
What kind of conversation are you having? And the hot dog is like covered in dust or dirt.
Oh yeah, that reminds me of the one where it's the pigeon with a strap on, and it was considered as a warning. Sorry, wrong person. And like the other person was like, wait, who's the right person? Who's the right person? Oh god, I'm very tired.
Oh god. Every hot dog contains... What?
Y'all check me into rehab the day I smoke out of a fucking hot dog, bro.
Every hot dog contains one full serving of self-doubt.
The angry frogs are very cute.
Angry frog. Chunk donk phobia. Is that real? I don't think that's real. Alright. So, who can remember what happened last session?
Well, we did some shopping. Slash and got caught.
I threatened his license just mildly, just a little bit. Just a friendly threatening.
Yeah.
The little one. Just a baby little tiny threatening.
Yeah. What's worse that can happen?
Oh my god. Oh my god.
I'm sorry, what?
Chunk phobia is actually my favorite hot dog.
Yeah. What's the worst that can happen, Kalos?
Yeah, exactly. I'm sure there won't be any consequences for this. It's fine. It's
Yeah.
fine.
I mean, there might not. Be, 'cause
Basically,
might actually fucking forget.
For the
Someone
benefit of
better-
those who weren't here, his license stole a necklace of fireballs from this place we were investigating, and I was the only one who noticed, and I confronted her about it because she took it and sold it, and was going to keep the money herself without telling anyone. And I was like, no, I want my fair share of the money, thank you. My fair share of the money.
Yeah.
Oh boy, I love that.
So we kind of split it in thirds, sort of, where like a third goes to the house, a third goes to his license, a third goes to me, roughly. Not really, but yeah.
I'm sure this will have no long-standing consequences.
You what now?
Absolutely. I'm sure this will have no long-standing consequences.
Exactly.
There will be no consequences for our actions. Truly.
I tried to
I say
reassure
our
her
actions
that,
isn't
like,
either fair.
I tried to reassure her that it was in fact a friendly threatening and that nothing would have come of it. But we'll see.
Yeah, but Islyson is as fucking witchy as a squirrel.
She was talking about countermeasures. I'm not sure how I feel about that.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Countermeasures.
Yes.
Oh yeah, we did more not vampire shit.
More hunting with the cults, yes.
Yeah, the cult. I don't know. It's in my head as the vampire case. So
Yeah, because it. Yeah. God, that'll be horribly misleading. We all call it the vampire case, even though we know there's no vampires.
like, turns out there are vampires, but they just weren't really involved in this one specific
Actually-
aspect of the cult.
I think that would be objectively like just calling it the vampire, like the vampire cult, and people being like, "What?"
Yeah.
Intentional misleading. You love to see it.
That reminds
basically,
me of the one little comic where it's like a group of adventurers break into a cavern, and you see this like 30-foot tall monster just sitting there, and like the last comic is him literally yelling that, "What do you want? I'm literally just sitting here."
Oh, it's one of the Pockets comics, yeah.
Uh,
I'm literally just sitting here. Just. Yeah.
But anyway, remember when, actually, you might not have been there, when Islyson and Frog freaked the fuck out of that one guy, the first house we went to,
Yeah, we went to
who
see
was the landlord of Belcat, the gnome? Were you there for that? Like, shadow hand under the door. He, like, lockpicked it with the ethereal mage
Just
hand.
got
I
patched up,
don't
yeah.
think
No.
so.
Okay, so
See what
basically,
is that now?
we got the cops called on us, so we can't go back there anymore. That was ages ago. So we went back this time with Dirk, and we're like, right, we can't go there, so you have to go there. And he's now paranoid as fuck. But anyway, we found out that Belcat is a massive wood elf weeb.
For one
Who's
particular.
Yeah.
obsessive over one of the other victims.
It's kind of sad.
Yeah,
That's,
he just sort of
I
lives a
don't know how to
depressing
feel
life.
about that. I don't know how to feel about that.
Oh, and now that you're actually here, I can do this. Hey, Ivory.
Oh no.
Ivory.
Yes.
Go talk to those guards over there and ask them if there's anything strange going on. Ask them why they're gathering. Go be a curious, concerned citizen and tell me what they say.
Well, we got told they were there to watch out for any
Yeah,
if
but
those people came back.
yeah, but let's see if they have like a name or proper description, because I don't think he ever actually saw us. He just panicked.
No,
after
he knew
hearing
it was a
us.
satyr. He knew, like, he saw our group, I think.
Did he see us? I thought it
didn't
was he
he-
wouldn't open the door. So
No,
we
he like
did
opened the
thing.
door a crack and was like, "Fuck off."
Did he open the door a crack?
I was sure he saw
I
us.
believe so, yes.
So like he knows our species and not much else. He knows
right.
like it was a satyr or a grung, some kind of elf ? And a human.
So you're literally
Yeah.
Damn.
Oh yeah.
I'm a bit
I
of a
was the
red
only
flag.
person who wasn't there for that.
Yeah. A satyr wearing primary colors. And white. I'm very stealthy.
Incredibly stealthy, truly the stealthiest of
You're
all time.
literally giving us away.
I was looking at the color wheel, trying to decide on my outfit. I was like, you know what? Fuck it, all of them.
Just yeah. I mean Faye, so you know.
Yeah.
I can't fucking find the Pockets comic right now. Well, I tried.
I like my scarf. It's a nice scarf.
You didn't even choose it.
I have warmed to my character image.
I have.
He needs glasses. He needs
three
reading spectacles.
colors.
Purple, bright purple, and dark purple.
Yes, I don't count scales.
Well, bright purple, brighter purple.
No, the point is like not counting like scales, so 3 colors basically.
Oh. Alright, so yeah. That was pretty much it, to be honest. I'll put my notes for Bellcat's deal. I have here that says, according to the landlord, he may have been involved with the gangs. What was the reason? Why did I have that? There you go. Wall of text.
Damn.
I don't like using the enter key, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah.
Every victim has 2 paragraphs, which is where they lived and where they were found, and it's just the things we learned in those 2 various places.
Let's see. Trying to think if there's... I guess before the day... Like, what time is it now? It's... Well, no, he sliced and
This
came
was our
home late.
first stop.
Yeah, but
no, that was our last stop. It's
Yeah.
a new day.
Sorry, no. Yeah, I was thinking about the before we rested, but no, the slicing came in late because she was pestering Paige
Oh
Turner,
yeah,
his name.
he's Lyson copied like 5 spells or 7 spells or
bunch
something
of
down.
spells, like so many
And
spells.
so I was like, right, these are gonna take a while, so she was there for a few hours.
Let's see, slicing copy.
Hasn't got them all yet.
Let's see, I think she's out. Or no, she got them all, I think, actually.
No?
Yeah, I think she got them all, because...
I know you did Unseen Servant and halved it.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8... 9, 10, 11... So it's like 11 levels worth of spell. So, she might actually not be done, because it's... Or no, it's 2 hours per level of spell, isn't it?
Yes, 2 hours per
Oh
level
god, so
spell.
yeah, no, she's not done.
What are the red squares for?
Which ones? Oh, that was
on
just...
the map.
That's just denoting, like, what part of the building that square is in, I think. Oh, no, that's the alarm spells. I think. Yeah, I put them there. That's the alarm spells.
You don't want to put one on the front door?
No, because they'll be fucking expecting that, and that'll be the first thing they, like, check for alarm spells on. So it's better to let them think there's no alarm, and then the moment they actually set foot and make a left turn, they get hit.
What about the second door?
What, this one?
No, I'm thinking of, like, our house part. I guess no one sleeps in that room, actually, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, we don't keep anything in there. One issue is, I am having to, like, ritual cast this, and 3 is enough.
4. Oh, no, 3. Brain.
Yeah, only 3. Yeah, the other one's a room that we're going to add a wall to later, for security reasons. This place is horrible, by the way, as far as security goes. This place is not fucking secure. I've been looking this over, thinking like, okay, what boards do I have to put? Where do I have to put them? How many arcane locks do I need? There's windows fucking everywhere. Yeah, like more
and they're
than
like
what's
also,
needed.
honestly, like look at this. If we combine these 3 windows into one window, which we might not have the technology to do at this point. I don't know. We might not be able to do that structurally. Fuck it, there's magic. It would like remove 2 entire warding spells.
Yeah,
like
so many fucking windows, so we're gonna have to, like, get fucking bars installed on a lot of this shit, probably. Which is gonna be so fucking expensive, but more manageable. Just, fucking hell, this place. No wonder it was cheap. Probably gets robbed every year. Back when people lived in it.
Maybe we could,
To be fair, it's in the better part of town, and it was so cheap because it was
haunted.
Because it was haunted.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like, I'm looking at this place with all the fucking windows and shit. Like, it is so undefensible.
We could just make sure we don't keep anything valuable in anything except a few specific rooms and just ward the hell out of those, which is probably the go-to.
I've basically decided to make the top 2 floors the warded zone.
Yeah,
So
fuck the living room.
Yeah, just don't keep anything valuable in the bottom 2 floors. It's gonna have to be our plan.
Well, the bottom one will have to have the alcohol, so we will need a little bit of...
I mean, realistically, I'm probably only gonna get to, like, do a little bit of warding on the bottom floor, and...
whatever happens to this house happens.
Yeah, and he's licensed top zone, because, see, look at these... Too many windows. Fuck's sake. So many.
Anyway, right. This morning, what we gotta do is look... How many days do we have till the thing?
Which
do we have to leave town?
Oh, we could technically go when we want to, but we should go within the next 2 days. Or the next day, or...
Yeah.
We have, like, 2 days to solve this case. Alright, let's go look at the bookstores, I guess.
Before we do all that, I do need to go check in on something.
How long is it going to take?
Depends on how long it takes me to get to the palace and back. Palace is where...
I see.
Yeah. One moment, my brain is locking up on the names.
Well, we can just meet you down there. It's south of the palace, so it's on the way.
Yeah. Fuck, my brain is completely deleting the names. Get back here. Put that thing back where it came from, or so help me.
So, William.
Marcus. That was his name. Gotta go check in with Marcus. See what he got. See what was said.
Shall we go to the bigger map?
You got it.
Why do I... Oh my god. I just looked at my backups list and I was reminded of something.
Hmm?
My backup characters.
Backup characters.
Alright.
Sorry. Damn it.
Okay, so if we go like...
On this one.
Wait, what's the difference? What just happened?
This one only has the marks for the current mission.
Oh.
We've fucking, like, defaced it so heavily.
I didn't even notice. Oh no, that's where the dwarves are. We're gonna lose the dwarves when we leave.
No, the thing that says dwarfs is still there.
No, as in when we leave this map.
Oh, I see. Oh well.
We'll lose the dwarves.
Yeah. Also, we'll lose totally not the devil last in a bunny girl outfit with Groucho Marx glasses. Why the fuck did we do this?
Well, to be fair, you were drawing a perfectly respectable last, and I added Groucho Marx glasses and a bunny headband, so...
Yeah, and so I said, okay, fine, fucker, I'll play your game.
Anyway,
This is not the first nor the last time I've drawn this outfit.
we go south. You drop by Castle Waterdeep. The rest of us can go to the collection auction house or something and start. And then, because how long are you gonna be? You're like gonna be like a few minutes, realistically speaking.
She's probably gonna have to like go through a whole bunch of bullshit
No,
I would
I guess we can stop
imagine.
by the yawning portal and wait for you to catch up.
Let's see. Well, actually, we're like right or no? We're way up here, aren't we? Yeah,
We're way
we're
up.
so fucking far away. So basically, yeah, his license gonna have to like break off from the group at like one of our many carriage ride stops.
Well, we'll all just get a carriage ride to the yawning portal or something, and you can just walk to the castle, and then when you're done, you can walk back, and then we'll go down to.
All right, everyone, we meet at the yawning portal where we pick up Volo.
Volo.
Where we pick up Volo. I did not finish. Oh. Guys, I might be busy today.
You didn't finish the spells.
Yeah.
Maybe we can just plow through all of the bookstores and shit
Perhaps.
real quick. And you can do it in the evening.
Yeah, that'll be best.
The afternoon. We might need you for identify and magic stuff.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I have to actually
Did you take locate
do
object?
my job.
Wait, do you have that spell?
I couldn't find it.
Oh, damn.
You see Dirk. He's already he's already flagging down a cart as he says, "You guys can do whatever the hell you want. I'm gonna go." Hold on a second. Currently, I have 28 distinct points. There we go. You guys do whatever the hell it is you want to do. I've done my useful bits for today. I got a freaking sapphire over here, about the size of my freaking nose, burning a hole in my pocket, and I got it. And I'm gonna go to the House of the Inspired Hands.
Fuck, not
Do a
the
little
frog!
do a little bit of quick little shopping.
Dirk, if you leave, something far more annoying is going to know, and it's going to replace you. Are you sure this is a good idea?
I don't know what you're talking about, and to be honest, I don't really care.
But Dirk, we're being stalked by a frog man as Dirk walks away.
Okay,
Who
so
is
that
it?
happened last night, I
Yeah,
guess?
so he hops into a cart.
Frankly, my
fun
dear,
with
I don't give a damn.
a dairy friend.
Okay, so that happened last night, and now it's morning. And anybody who's gonna come here, I guess, can meet us at the yawning portal.
Yeah, I don't know when this happened, because by the time Slicing got home, Dirk was long gone.
Yeah.
So what if? How long did I have in Page Turner's place, by the way?
I believe you were there for 8 hours.
8 hours?
Did 4 first level spells.
Alright, so
yes.
Let's see. Copying a spell. Copying a spell takes 2 hours.
A long time.
Okay.
I believe you get illusion spells for half price and for half.
I didn't get any illusion spells. He didn't have any. I didn't already have.
But yeah.
So I basically got the 3 first levels done and did like half of a second level. So instead of
wait, weren't there 4 first level spells?
Comprehend languages, magic missile, and unseen servant. I already had alarm. No, there was just 3. Unless I'm completely dumb, which I might be, because I didn't fucking take any notes on that. Like 3 huge homebrews this week. Did I take proper notes? No.
By the by, how much? Remind me, how much is a cart? And could you bring me up a quick little handout of what the Inspired Hands what the House of the Inspired Hands actually sells, Niall. I'll whisper my purchases.
Sorry, give me a second.
I
Cool,
think
cool.
it's like a copper or something. Or was it? Fuck, I don't remember.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so you got.
I still have to get so many spells. Locate object, augury, magic aura, detect thoughts, magic mouth, skywrite, illusory script.
Could just skip.
That's what you got, man.
Could just skip.
You know what
I
I mean,
believe
guys? I
you've
need
already
them.
paid. I believe you've
Oh.
already paid for it. It's just.
I have paid for everything, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
Just
that's
give
why
it
Dirk is paying for his own. Yeah.
Yeah, it is anywhere in the city. It's 1 copper where you want to go.
Cool.
Let's see.
Thank you.
Oh my god, why is
Wow.
it loading so slowly? What is going
I
on here?
believe that sale is over by this point.
No!
Oh, well, I do have, again, I have a sapphire worth 500 gold, and I can use it as treasure is supposed to be used.
Yes.
You should
Yeah,
give
so
it to
yeah,
your
again,
best
don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
You should give it
Okay.
to your best friend.
My landlady?
No. The one who knows where you live.
My landlady?
Landlady?
I'm your landlady. I've been your landlady all along, Dirk. She was never real.
How to give Dirk the large, like, how to fuck up Dirk mentally, emotionally.
Don't worry. I have something planned for that.
God.
Speaking of which, I should probably do that.
Anyways, so, Isleison is heading to the palace. Dirk is heading to the House of Inspired Hands. Where are Akalos and Ivory going?
We'll just wait at the yawning portal for Isleison to finish up. Unless you want someone to come with you.
I mean... Thanks for a minute. Nah, I don't think any of you would be useful for this. And you might just piss him off by being randos that I brought.
I mean, I think we were there the first time, but yeah, sure.
No, I had you guys in the waiting room. Or no, we were
No,
all in
we
the
were
waiting
there,
room.
along with the guard who was just sort of awkwardly standing by as he witnessed this
You're right,
family.
we were all there. You're right.
Hi, I'm Isleison, and this is my cavalcade of fuck ups.
Hi, I'm Isleison. This is my 94-year-old son. Don't ask why he's wrinkly and I'm not. I've done terrible unnatural things. Such as having
I take vitamins.
I had sex with round ears.
Anyways.
I had sex with Intel Kassir.
Anyways.
What the fuck?
So yes, Isleison, I'm guessing you're heading off on your own then?
Yes.
Okay. You guys, going through the yawning portal, would see that there is another thing of entertainment here. It is a very loud kind of entertainment. There are quite a lot of percussion instruments in whatever it is they're doing in this.
Slowly drifting away from your microphone.
Sorry. That was weird. It's somewhat loud as a form of entertainment, as you hear there's a lot of percussion in this, but sorry, give me a second. But the beat is very succinct, very methodical. Almost it as the as the performance keeps going, you would even at some point realize, oh, this is like I can feel my heart beating to the same rhythm, almost as if like the music
Blood magic, kill the
is.
heretics.
Oh god, blood for the blood god. Oh god, Korn would love D&D.
I mean,
He's got the rhythm. Kill him.
he stole our rhythm. But yeah, I mean, would he though? Because he'd have like a ton of competition.
He doesn't care. As long as blood flows. As long as blood flows, he's happy.
No, Korn is jealous. That's his whole beef with Slanesh.
No, what his beef with Slanesh is like a lot of other things, but like as long as blood flows, he doesn't really care. Korn wants it now. Slanesh wants it slowly.
Kind of.
There's also the fact that Korn just hates sex.
he
He just
detests it.
doesn't like it.
Kind
Too easy.
Korn is in Cell 40K. He's the founding member of Men Going Their Own Way on Reddit. The 40K.
Welcome to the brain cell forums, Jimmy.
I can't stand these feeboids.
Carl Weezer,
yeah, you can feel like your heart start to beat to the rhythm, almost as if you can't tell if like the music is matching your heartbeat or if your heartbeat is matching the rhythm, as it just gets louder and more intense. It does like a little bit faster, You can't tell if the pounding in your ears is the sound of the drums or the sound of the blood or the sound of your own blood. But eventually, like there is a very deep crescendo.
And then everyone died. The end.
Next fall, we die.
The roof, the pit falls underneath you. Now you're all in the Underdark.
It turns out that was a very, very old bard casting Wail of the Banshee. You're all dead.
The beat drops. You're all dead. the beat drops. Everyone dies.
I cast testicular torsion.
That's just called telekinesis.
I cast balls of steel.
I cast white, but never clean.
I cast pinky toe.
I cast conjure coffee table.
We're dumb today. We're dumb. We're just stupid.
I'm very.
There is not a single cohesive thought running through anyone's brain right now. I do like the idea of summon coffee table.
I cast conjure ketamine 8s.
Anyways,
that's just something.
So yes. So yes. yeah, there is a like rather intense performance at the yawning portal. There are a lot of people who like quite enjoy it. There are some who are like almost afraid of what's going on.
You should be. It's giving everyone arrhythmia.
But yeah. Thank you, kitty. No, okay. Yeah, with the two of you there, is Bison.
Yeah.
You head towards the palace.
Indeed. One moment, I'm sending somebody something important.
You head to the you head to the castle, not the palace.
I head to Marcus.
Which I believe was the castle, yes.
Yes.
Mm.
Yes. Gotta go bother him at work. It's very important. I have no idea what time it is. I have never once looked at a clock.
Let's see. Greater Oh, that's a fucked up spell. I I don't know where I'm going with this joke. My brain went like 5 different directions. I'm just gonna say something to do with like a lubed gerbil.
What the fuck?
Hello, anal dwelling butt monkey.
Anyways, I'm so sorry, Hex. Just sitting there in silence.
Join us, Hex. Say something stupid.
Anyways, yes, you are. I believe it is about. You got in late, but you're an elf, so you only need about 4 hours. Probably spent a little bit of time. Oh wait, no, you couldn't because
No.
you didn't have it ready.
She was reading her
because
shadow magic book at that time.
Yeah. Probably around 9 a.m. at this point.
That, you know, he's probably just getting into work then, yeah. Given when he got out of work. So his license gonna go up to the receptionist. Is Marcus Solenrend in yet?
May I ask what, is he expecting you?
Yeah. Yes and no. He was expecting me to come by, but I didn't tell him a day.
Yes and.
So I was hoping to catch him before he gets too deep into work today.
Your name?
Peace, Lyson.
Very well. I will send him a message and see if he gets back. Can you not?
I must.
Oh, you're having it. Yeah, little kitties are all over me too.
The kittens.
Yeah.
I don't know why, but like she is just obsessed with the lamp.
The lamp?
The lamp.
Yeah.
Give me the lamp.
The lamp.
Oh, now that I was gonna take a picture of it, she runs away.
Of course she does. She's
I
a cat.
I cast Greater Cockbleed.
Anyways.
Ugh.
I cast man, period.
It's better than Chandel Gangrene.
Anyways, but yes, after a little while, about 15 minutes, there will be a bit of a Man, I just keep losing my train of thought. There will be a messenger that comes in and tells you that he will be able to see you for a little bit.
Shouldn't take long, so that's good. She shoots the finger crossbow.
Fair enough.
It was completely awkward and weird, and that's not even an expression that people know normally. It's just some weird thing she saw some Lantinese guy do once.
But yes.
No lie, shooting the finger crossbow would be a great euphemism.
But yes, you are brought over to Marcus as he is like setting up for the day.
Does not knock on the door to his office, just goes in. He probably shares it. He probably shares this office with like 4 other people.
And it's probably more along the lines of like just a row of desks.
Yeah. Pretty much. When I say like his office, I'm assuming this is like one of the Lord's paperwork mills.
Something like that, yes.
Okay, we need to read this. I need you to approve these 3 documents. We need to go over this. These need to be alphabetized. All that shit. So, yeah, so she comes in. Hey, Marcus.
Hey. No.
Do you need a refresher on the Marcus notes, or do you remember the Marcus situation?
I think I remember enough to get by.
Yeah. He would have gotten a reply when he checked. That would have confirmed East Licen's actual situation with regards to what she is to Marcus. And that is not.
Don't give her access to my bank account.
Yeah.
I don't care if you're a Nigerian prince.
So did you get a reply? Because I didn't get a message. Did you send it?
Yes, I did.
Well,
And I did get a reply.
Well, that's a dead end on my part.
She seemed interested, but didn't say much.
Alright. Did anything else of merit? Because that was my only lead.
She did ask me to describe everything about you. But, again, as I said, didn't tell me anything.
Well,
You might be able to expect a message of your own. And a cease and desist letter for identity theft.
to be fair, I've been
That was
using
out of
my
character.
own. Oh, I've been using my own name. What are you talking about? Never once told anyone I was her aside from you. Even though it was I might be.
Identity theft. Felony. Carl yelling. Also a felony.
That's not how that works.
Llamas with hats.
Yeah.
It's great.
That shit got dark.
It always gets dark. So, has she ever told you about anything like this? She would not have about anything like this. simulacrums, anything like that.
I've never
A
really been
twin.
interested in any of that, so no.
Right. Then I guess I'll be in touch if you have any questions, or if I find something new that may need to ask you about. This also might be the last time we meet. Bye. She just backs out of the room, closing the door behind her without turning around.
He's about to say something as you just say, "This might," before you're just like, "This might also be the last time we meet. Goodbye." As he just watches you, like, extend the goodbye, like a good 10 seconds as you walk across the room, try to close the door, realize it's.
I didn't know it was that big and open of a room. Okay.
Realize the door won't shut for safety reasons, and then you just go. Just walk out.
Keeps the bye going around the corridor.
The door's shut, but it doesn't latch, and like it sort of bounces off the door frame and sort of swings slowly.
You're trying to open the door, but you're pushing, and it's a pull door.
I assume
the hinges are weighted to open up naturally again to allow airflow. So it's like goodbye, clunk, and it just slowly opens again.
As it
cast
slowly
an illusion
opens,
to make the door look shut.
as it opens on its own, she's still standing there, just kind of watching it do it. Like her head is just slowly following it as the door moves. Just blinks for a second, turns and walks away.
Your door is broken.
Your door doesn't work.
She did, in fact. About 30 seconds into the bye, it like trailed off to being almost unhearable. But if you're like right up on his slicing, you still hear the small rattle, the small voice rattle of it extending.
You know, this is very inconsiderate of you having this kind of door. I can't slam it in your face.
Do you have any idea how inconsiderate the size of this room is? Why is there a 10-foot distance from the entry door to the first desk? Who needs all of this empty space of clearance?
For filing cabinets. Anyways.
So yeah, what are you guys doing while Slicin deals with all of this? Where are you guys? Are you all together without Slicin right now?
Dirk is at the House of Inspired Hands, and the others are at the, I believe, at the
Yawning Portal.
So currently...
Waiting at the yawning portal.
So
is this music inspiring any emotion in us, or is it just kind of stressful? Like, what's the dealio here?
What's the vibe?
Just normal magic that matches your heartbeat? You said it was like getting louder and louder and louder or something.
But it crescendoed and then ended. It was a performance.
Yeah.
So you felt impending doom, like that one medical procedure
like,
that stops your heart on purpose.
Inspire anything in particular within us, or is it just music?
Everybody, both of you roll a d20.
Oh.
To get the bad rolls out of the way.
Let's go.
Akalos. With you, it kind of inspires a sense of, like, almost not terror, but like a bit anxiousness, like you're staring down a large angry cat. For you, Nick, it's like almost a sense of excitement, almost a like you're about to do something that leads into something dangerous, like you're about to chase after a criminal, or something like that. Just a sense of just like the just a very adrenaline fueled emotion for both of you.
Is Volo there?
Yes, he is quite delighted about what's going on.
Oh, well, then, hold on.
What have you done?
What am I feeling, DM?
Dappled Shade. You are feeling. Sorry, give me a second. A sense of excitement. Almost like, like you've got like very good news, or like you're about to open a gift, or like as if you had received a gift from someone you very much like.
Yeah. Like, I'm feeling. I bet I feel like. I bet I feel like I got whip in hand and everybody knows where they are at all times, and I'm about to receive a reward for being such a good boy. As I'm just sort of bouncing back and forth at Volo's table. Just
I'm
sort of
imagining
like
you doing
teeth
the sunflower
open,
dance from Plants
yeah,
vs Zombies, but more excited.
gullet open, teeth bared, just grooving to. I'm willing to bet that this might be Chilton music or Chilton inspired.
Chiltean
You
chant.
could. Yes, it is. It is in fact. At least this performance is. After
I'm just
that,
gonna go in and
very.
I'm just gonna go in and sit down next to Volo and just pause for a moment and just be like, "This is the most, this is the most excitement I've felt in 3 months. 4, actually."
Yeah. By the way, I'm probably sitting
you're
with
telling me.
Volo. I am probably
ignoring you.
sitting with Volo, yeah.
The frog.
The frog.
I do not acknowledge the frog's
slides
presence.
in. Ivory slides in like a little bit later, than probably when the rest of you got there, but she's just kind of she's enjoying whatever she's listening to. Like she's not showing as much outward excitement necessarily, but like there's a bop there, there's a vibe.
How's Ivory looking after? Because I think this is the first time she's meeting up with the party
Yeah, this is yeah. So
since yesterday.
there is a lot of like bandaging going on with like a lot of like the arms area. Like she usually wears long sleeve shirts. She this time, like, she has her coat goes over top of it, but she takes it off, and part of it's been like intentionally cut off so that presumably so there was easier access to the actual wound itself. But it's almost entirely bandaged. You can still see like the char of like her fingers and everything else because her hands are still exposed. She still has her glove on though. Like the side of her face is definitely like taken a scar down. A lot of parts of her hair have been cut down a lot shorter than what you're used to seeing them be. But was a couple extra spots on like the left hand side where she was able to keep some of like a little bit of the braiding. It's cropped fairly short, much shorter than it used to be. But other than that, it's a little surprising how like good of a mood she seems to be in, all things considered. She doesn't look too bothered by it at this point, as she just slides in and sits down next to Akalos and kind of looks at the table. It's been a minute.
Oh, I'm glad to see you're still with us.
I mean, it's not like it was life-threatening or anything. Well, I mean, it was, but we ignore that part. I'll be fine. Thanks a little bit still, though.
So you're all currently...
Yeah, I was gonna get out my notebook and just be like, yeah, let me fill you in on what we found out after you left.
Okay. Sorry, I did have intentions of meeting up with you lot, but by the time I got back, they were worried. They sent me out to one of the temples to be checked out. It was a whole deal. They wouldn't actually let me leave.
No, that's fine. Yeah, so, whatever the last
I
you
imagine
were.
we sit down and
Yeah.
we just, like, we sit down and...
Kalos puts on his little reading spectacles and gets out his notebook and sits next to you and just sort of, like, flips it through with you and walks you through everything we've learned. And presumably that's how we are found when, his license...
When that shows back up, yeah.
Oh yeah, Dappled is definitely listening in, of course. He does actually say, "Hello, Miss Harry. Hello, Miss Harry. Hello. Are we leaving for the ship soon?" As he's just grooving.
Hello, Donald.
Hello. Again, he's just grooving to the music. He's timing his breathing to it. It's almost like he's allowing himself to get hypnotically drawn along.
Breathing much faster than he probably normally would be.
Yeah,
He's just
he's like
hyperventilating.
He's like bobbing his head, or not necessarily. He could be like breathing like every 3 or 4 beats,
But yes.
or every other beat.
What
like
did you say the
in,
next
out.
performance was?
The next performance is actually a bunch of stringed instruments. Viols, some basses, things like that. And it's actually, interestingly enough, like almost long and slow. To the it takes a little while
Frenetic energy.
It almost takes a second to realize. Instead of like the heart, like the music is in time to like normal breathing. Like, slowly in, a little pause, slowly out.
All the weirdos are performing today.
Switches to box breathing.
It's tonight's musical theme is body functions.
I'm the liver!
I hope you enjoy our final performance of the night, the Digestive Crew.
The tuba that plays only the brown note.
Oh god. Okay, so everyone's currently gathered.
They're playing it directly down into the yawning portal. That way the entirety of the Underdark hears it and shits their pants at the same time.
Oh.
I think we may have just started a war.
Oh no. The brown tide is coming.
Hello, we're the Appendix Band. I'm not actually sure why we're here, to be honest.
Ah, yes. Something to do with raw meat. As one guy's instrument is literally slapping a raw steak onto a metal, like, sheet.
We're mostly just here to piss off all the other bands, to be honest.
But, okay.
Right. I'm here to get very large and kill the rest of the band.
Oh, no. Okay, so everyone is gathered, everyone is seated, they're discussing and having pleasantries.
Yeah.
It's time. So,
Who is this duck guy? And why is he so smooth talking to get information out of people?
Huh. So.
No.
Hold. No. Fresh frog. Frog legs. Well, Cajun. But still frog legs. Frog soup. But, So the string instruments are playing. You're all sitting around,
Yes.
discussing, sitting at the table. And somebody new quietly walks up, approaches, takes up a seat that you're not sure if it was there before, and sits down, accompanied by another figure following behind. You see two drow. One appears to be a young man, maybe in his late teens, short white hair, an expression of mild disdain and boredom.
How old is late teens for a drow?
Well, like I'm talking actual late teens.
Oh,
For like a
shit.
like is a drow that is like 16 kind of deal.
Basically, a child.
Yeah, but they mature roughly the same rate as humans anyway, so
Yeah.
So angsty teen
Mm-hmm.
to an extreme degree. Both of them, as well as an adult drow woman with very, very familiar facial features. Both are dressed in attire that is common for the Underdark, metal accents over silks, many blacks and purples. Hello. Do you mind if I take a seat here?
I mean, you already did, so we can't really say no.
Indeed, I did. Well. Now I've lost my train of thought. You've all heard this voice before. Although it's much smoother.
Does she look like he's licensed?
She does indeed look like a drow and a bit better fed, not skinny as a wire, is Lyson. Shorter, straighter hair. Carries herself with a much smoother, more refined countenance.
Are you Lazarin Lyle?
Ah, so she has told you about me. Correct. I am Lars Rinlyle. What else has she told you?
What are you doing in the city?
Oh, I've come to investigate one of my little works that have popped up recently. She's already, like, leaned forward on the table, like, elbows on, chin placed on the, like, folded fingers.
Ivory just like looks at this, kind of looks at a kid, like it's kind of like watching everybody else to see if like any of them have any idea what's going on.
Yeah.
Does Ivory
just
not know
kind of,
about this? I thought she was
like
there.
she's I think she's like aware and familiar, but it's more so like this is unusual timing, and like she's more so like looking at Akalos like, were you expecting this like while I was gone, or like?
Yeah. By the way, if Akalos is sitting where I think he's sitting, you notice something behind him. Something large, silver and pale blue.
Behind the teenager?
No, behind you. It didn't make a damn sound. But rising from the floor, as if it was water, a shield guardian in the visage of an Umber Hulk. As that, you know, one that was made to kind of look like an Umber Hulk. It doesn't do anything, it just stands there and watches the conversation.
Uh-huh.
Which is a fancy way of saying, Freak forgot to fucking put that fucker in there a second ago, so you're getting the dramatic entrance. I hope you enjoy.
Alright. Just gonna sort of like
And
glance over my shoulder at it when it rises up behind me.
And I forgot to import that sheet, so we're just gonna put that there, and that's gonna represent the construct. Don't mind Gordon. He goes with me everywhere.
I see.
Of course.
Impressive, really.
Thank you, he was very expensive.
I can tell.
Now, you all have met this East Lyson, I believe is the name she uses.
Yes. She does.
What do you all think?
In what way?
Friend, foe, imposter.
Ally. Companion.
And the rest of you?
Annoyance, burden.
Fascinating.
I find her quite, what is the word?
Shithook.
Entertaining.
She's a shithook. What? But,
I mean,
has she ever gone by any other names that you know of?
I
Just
think
to
she called
confirm,
herself
she
Chuck
hasn't.
once, but I think she was making a joke.
Why?
Just to confirm with Freaky, she hasn't, right? I've just forgotten about.
Not that you... Not when... she
Not
has a
that I'm aware
couple
of.
of
Okay.
times, but nothing for a long period. You've seen her, like, disguise herself as another person and do that bit, like, Avash Mulan, and, you know, the Thunder Thighs, the dwarven stripper and all that shit, but you've never seen her actually just be like, oh, yes, hello, my name is this, to a bunch of people all the time.
I'm going to
Isolate incidents.
look at Lars and just be like, well, not you, if that's what you're concerned about.
You are the first person to call her Lars in this campaign, noted. But,
can't say I remember calling her any different.
I Scarecrow's here. Get the fuck out of here, boy! Oh, also, I forgot to... I didn't get to finish the art for him in time, so it's just a blank character sheet. Oh! Well, not sheet, but, you know, icon.
Okay.
Well, that's good to hear. I won't have to kill this one. Who does she think she is? Has she spoken
Has this
of
happened
it?
to you before?
Many times.
Yeah.
You know, given, for some reason that doesn't terribly surprise me, so.
You'd think you'd learn after the first one. Though I suppose
I
I
mean,
won't pretend to know anything about the specifics of what you're doing.
What you learned.
I would assume it would depend.
The first one only lasted 20 minutes.
Impressive for a first run, I would assume.
Well,
Did it also try and impersonate you?
I believe it didn't get a chance to. It was a long time ago. It evaporated.
He's just sort of got like he's affecting an air of like vague curiosity. Like he doesn't particularly care about her answers, but he is somewhat curious.
I believe that first one
Fascinated.
evaporated. I believe that first one evaporated before it even knew what it was.
Whatever it
About?
is. Yeah, whatever it is that the Ice Lyson is, seems to have a very strong sense of self unto itself, for better or worse. In the short time that I have known in this, and again, smile, teeth, as he seems to find this particular use of the pronoun, or not really the pronoun, but it.
Yeah.
Apparently, an it. That I have known it. It is very. It is definitely possessed of its own will and its own identity, if you care to know.
Kalos just begins tapping a finger against the table.
Are we talking about Mrs. Dyson?
We are.
Is she not a person?
That is
Depends on your definition of personhood, I suppose.
Exactly. You seem to understand.
I don't know that our definitions align, to be honest.
By the way, you do see, actually have had a bit of time to look. There appears to be two gems orbiting her head.
Ion stones?
A purple ellipsoid and a dappled blue and red marble, yes.
Can I make a roll to figure out which ones those are? Because I'm gonna be honest, I do not remember any of the descriptions.
Yeah. I might have not even described them right.
No, like I never fucking remember what the iron stones look
Yeah,
like.
I get you. I'm making sure I have it.
Like, there's so many of them.
It's not too important, but, you know. I mean, you can. That's going to be up to William, because these are very rare.
Arcana,
and,
history. I don't know.
Yeah, it would be Arcana.
Very rare, and I think
16.
the other one. They're both very rare.
Yes, it's very rare, and the other one.
They both are.
My favorite rare is the other one.
I thought you were talking about like they're very rare, as in like that's just a thing that you say, not the actual magic item
I meant the
rarity.
rare.
It took me a moment to piece that together.
I was telling William the rarity of the item so he knows what the DC should probably be.
Let's see. You would recognize them as ion stones, but you wouldn't recognize like which ones they are.
Yeah. Yes, one is a lavender ellipsoid, and the other one is a vibrant purple prism. Sorry about that.
Oh god, she's got the theme going too.
I did not choose them based on color, but that's what happened.
Jesus Christ.
I chose them based off of that.
I mean, I think it's pretty funny though.
That just fell into place all on its own, although you don't see much purple on Lysarnael.
What? Yeah, is she dressing in green or?
Sorry about that. Lysarnael
Black and silver, I believe.
is dressed in green, silver, gray, and black.
Okay.
Although the green is very sparing. It appears to only be like a choker necklace in her hair.
Right, we've gone slightly off topic. What was the last question she asked? Alright, no, we were talking about...
What did you all...
I've mentioned our views don't align.
Which one of you would you say knows her best?
I suppose that would probably be me.
How would you describe
I would argue Raynar would know her best, but that might be physically.
I don't know that she's divulged her backstory to Raynar, no.
Don't worry, I'm talking to him right now as well.
Oh, good.
He was quite alarmed when he saw me.
I can imagine.
I mean, I can imagine.
But beyond that, what do you think of her personality? What sort of person is she?
He sort of like leans back in his chair slightly and thinks for a moment. He's like, annoying chaos gremlin.
Unable to commit to a particular task or interest for long, is she?
I wouldn't say that.
About how long would you say you've ever seen her focus on something she's not interested in? You're getting a litmus... Is it a litmus test? Is what it's called when... I don't know. Can't remember. Personality exam performed.
You're just gonna pause and look at her for a moment and just be like, you know what?
There's a haughtiness here that replaces all of these licensed, just tired deadpan that you know. This looks so weird.
Why don't you wait and see for yourself? She should be here relatively shortly.
Oh, I timed this meeting specifically to avoid that. Getting you all in the same place when she's not there is difficult. I watch for days.
Delightful. Say, you wouldn't happen to know the specifics of it. He's sort of the notebook was left like lying on the table in between him and Ivory when she came in. He sort of puts his hand on it, slides it back over to himself. He's still got the spectacles on, like flips it back open to the latest page. Like, you wouldn't happen to know who's killing these people, would you?
I could probably find out quickly, but there's nothing in it for me, so I won't tell you.
Nah, damn, worth a try. Anyway, to be honest, I don't find myself particularly inclined to answer. My apologies, but I don't really have a reason to, and it wouldn't benefit me in any way.
Let's put it this way. I'm currently measuring if this one should be cleaned up or allowed to live its own life. So it may be in the interest of any of you who wish to see her live or gotten rid of to answer accordingly.
There's a nasty grin across the table.
One moment, let me, I gotta do some math real quick because I did the math but then forgot the math. I'd say she has about 6 years of life left on her own without what I have to tell her.
I tell you what. What is it exactly that you're concerned about? Yeah. Is it just scientific curiosity?
Call it a mix of, yes, curiosity for something I've been working on for a long time, and taking responsibility for an old man. I've been leaving a lot
for
of those.
For what it is worth to you two, and the nastiness fades when those eyes flick to Ivory.
Yeah, the male drow has not spoken a fucking word.
It seems
Does he look scared? I'm sorry.
It seems to wrapped up in its own business to want to be someone else.
That's good.
I would agree. From what from the conversations that we have in fact had, I think that she is dedicated exceedingly to this.
I will, out of character, I will note something, which is that, just out of character, like, everyone seems rather calm about this, because I'm pretty sure this is, like, the first indicator you got, one of the first, like, actual indicators you guys have had where, like, Islyson isn't a person.
Yeah.
Didn't we sort of know that already,
though?
I don't think so, no.
Why is the drow boy huge?
Oh, I thought that was the,
No.
This thing's the Ember Hulk.
Yeah, the smiley television is the Ember Hulk. It's not Ember Hulk though. It's a shield guardian. It's blatantly made of metal.
This entire time, has probably been sitting there like fumbling with her fingers to keep herself focused in, not intentionally trying to not, it's giving we're gonna unpack this later, we're gonna unpack this later. Wait a second.
So, I've completely forgotten where I was now, because I have a set of bullet points I'm trying to fill here. You see, you were just talking about how she seems to be obsessed with being her own self, and you see that's what makes her the most interesting of them so far. All the previous ones, they've tried to be me. This one hasn't, and it's lived longer than the others have.
They hate me because they hate me.
I mean,
Why do my creations want to kill me?
I make no mistake, this thing you've made is possessed of certain recollections. It seems to be. It has met your son. He is very miserable with life, and that is quite amusing.
He's one of the messes I spoke of earlier. I was a bit too hands-off. I was young. Anyway, just completely dismissed the neglect of her first child.
His license does not recall a great deal of you. That may have something to do with it. She can't pretend to be you if she doesn't know too many of the details.
Which then brings me to my next question. What degree of magical knowledge and power have you seen out of her? What would you say was her greatest feat?
She's an illusionist.
Oh, took directly after me. Interesting.
And as such, she doesn't tend to do so many great feats. Tends to avoid that sort of thing, really.
Oh, you. Oh, okay, Los, you sell it short. I have seen it firsthand cast a spell of its own creation.
You actually have not, but maybe you believe that, which is fair.
Yes, it did.
East Lyson has no spells of her own creation right now. She just used
the
Force.
the icy version of Burning Hands.
Oh no, that's just Frost Fingers. That came in Tasha's Cauldron of Everything.
Okay.
Rime of the Frost Maiden, not Tasha's Cauldron.
Oh, okay. I'm unfamiliar with that. Sorry. Then I retract my statement. Yeah.
Hey, it's a rare spell. You might have thought that.
Oh yeah. Okay. Then I will relay that. Then a spell I haven't. I have seen you are selling it short. I have seen it cast a spell I did not know existed.
You see her eyes shoot to you, and you see the whole, like, her and the whole chair, not a sound, just slide closer to you and get pretty damn close. Really? Tell me more. What was
Let's
the
see
spell?
here.
What happened? Yes, it was very abrupt and without warning, so dappled things may happen.
Let's see. Dapple does have rather good reflexes, so Anywho, let's see here. I'm gonna roll a history to see if he can remember.
Oh, is he not doing
No,
anything?
he can't remember. He can't remember the verbal components, but he will say, "Well, she shot her fingers forward. At first, I thought that magical flames were going to go out in the normal manner, and instead it was biting cold."
You would notice it was noticeably different from Burning Hands, because it was not a flat fan, it was an actual 15-foot cone.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Frostfingers is a little different.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's cool spell.
Again, I am not familiar with the spell at all.
It's fine, I expected people to misremember.
I think Burning Hands is also a cone.
No, it is a cone, but it's described as a flat sheet of flame. While Frostfingers is an actual cone of cold, a miniature cone of cold. So it's a cone-shaped flat sheet with burning hands.
Either way.
I remember when I learned that, I was so sad. Anyway, it's I think she actually knows that very spell. Let me see. She better. I better not fucking forgot. Okay, I might have fucking. I didn't get that one. Oops. That's fine. Yeah. 12. Not one for 12.
Oh, with a 12, yeah. It's a first level spell, Frosting.
Yeah. Frost Fingers, popular in Icewind Dale.
Oh, that might explain it then. It's very. I have seen a globe from time to time, very far away from where I hail. Not that you care.
You strike me as somebody who'd have scars if you went to Icewind Dale. Not from the wildlife or anything, just your skin would crack and peel off. It's like does the wiggly fingers at you when she says that.
I imagine it would be very, very unpleasant.
Yes, I wouldn't
It
want...
would be very unpleasant for you.
Yes, I recommend you avoid that place. You have such beautiful colors, I'd hate to see them red. Now.
Oh, well, thank you very much.
Now. As she says now, just the whole chair and everything just again slides back. Not a single sound, no vibration, nothing. Now. Have you seen her cast any illusions that were solid? Any formation? Do any of you know what shadow spells are?
I don't think she's brought it up with us, has she?
Eastlyson has brought up to the party that she is looking for the secrets of shadow magic, but she has not
By the way,
achieved much.
It's freaky.
Yeah?
Volo, like seeing like all this no noise, no like anything.
Very unnatural.
He does an investigation check to see if she's an illusion.
Yeah.
It's a
What are you guys doing?
23.
He does realize that this appears to be a very potent
Hello.
illusion. Hello, we hear you, Hex.
Hi, Ghost.
No,
What are
that
you
was
doing
Ghost.
Oh, hello, Ghost.
Hello. Hello.
A
Hello.
wild ghost has
Okay.
appeared.
Oh yeah, by the way,
Yeah.
here's an image of Larzaran Lyell with different iron stones, because this is an older art that I didn't fix that on, like a dumbass.
The backstory, William.
I don't know who this is.
That is
Oh,
Larzaran.
hello,
Oh, that's right, you
we've
don't know
talked
Ghost.
before.
Maybe
Right.
once.
This is Ghost, ex-party member.
It's fucking Ghost. Oh my god. Holy shit.
How's the wife Lancer doing, Ghost?
He just kept, ramming wives with his lance.
Damn,
Anyway,
sounds like that sucks.
He's a.
okay.
He's
I
the
just
convicted
came here to
criminal
say,
now.
William,
Not moving.
good luck, and just after the session, to determine if my character for Archon has gambling debt or not. Yeah.
Yeah. I will read what you sent me after the session.
Alright. Goodbye, Goodbye, Freak.
Yeah.
Good.
Goodbye.
Bye, gamers.
Cheers.
But, William typed me, what are you doing? 'Cause it has been a few weeks since I typed you about this, so that's fair. Yeah, if you scroll up, you should see a fucking paragraph about this when I was telling you about it. That I should probably have also scrolled up too, because I've actually got bullet points in there.
I think it was, I think this encounter was just going to be between
It was supposed
and Lyle and...
It was supposed to be, and the rest of the party, if Eastlyson is not there. But Dirk is not here, which is a bit of a problem, because I want Dirk for this one, but she would take this opportunity. Because it's the first one that's appeared in like 3 fucking days.
Approach Dirk. Yeah, well, she could approach Dirk in her own time.
Yeah, she could.
If she keeps tabs on everybody.
She could, and we'll see if that happens.
Yeah.
Either way.
Yeah. Oh yeah, by the way, with that roll, yes, Volo does realize this is an illusion. The table is an illusion, and the chair he's sitting on is an illusion. The floor's an illusion, the ceiling's an illusion, the wall's an illusion. Why is everything an illusion? Also,
he's like looking around.
Volo realizing for the first time in his life he's in the Matrix.
Volo realizing he's an NPC.
As Volo looks around,
oh no, someone would rob me as the soy jack.
Let's see. He will ask, so did you, Miss Laren, Zernaya, is this a... Did you put an illusion over this entire place?
I always do that. Everywhere I go.
Except that you're not here.
That's subjective, really. I can be anywhere and everywhere at any time. Well, within a certain area. Let's just say, I am here.
I should be annoyed. I feel as though I should be annoyed that my mind is being tampered with, but then again, I'm having a wonderful time.
Sure, your mind isn't being tampered with, as she just puts her fingers on the table and a glass comes out of it, again as if it was water. A glass full of some kind of drink just comes out of it. She just, she takes the glass and she just takes a sip from the liquid in it. That makes us any good, Kalos. She tries to hand you a wine glass full of some sort of dark reddish-purple liquid.
Sorry, I don't accept drinks from strangers.
Anyone else?
I suppose I could try, now that I've already seen through the illusion.
She places the mug on the table. It falls through as if it's made of liquid, and then comes up on your side. To Volo, it looks like there's a vague superimposed image of the cup, but everything is misty and gray under it. There's like a solid misty gray something under the illusion image.
I am.
Actually,
The mention of this being an illusion is making me very distracted.
Yes.
Yeah. Like, Alice is going to see, without looking around, if he can see, like, does it become noticeable to him? Or do I have to also make a check to spot it?
Now that it has been pointed out to you, the illusion magic does, like, somewhat slip.
I think with this one, he actually needs to make a check, because this is one of the shadow magics. There's also something else Lars Renlail can do to fuck with it.
I will.
Can I do perception, or does it have to be investigation?
I think
It has to be investigation.
Ha! Nope.
Investigation. Womp womp. Womp womp. I have no fucking clue. I am
Oof.
just.
Does Volo drink the wine?
At the moment he doesn't. He is just kind of he's examining the glass at the moment. Just like holding it up, examining it, like seeing the like the like seeing like the physics of the liquid and the
Rather impatiently, Lars Renel's eyes, seeing him not drink the wine and going along with it, just shoot over to Ivory and the others. So, have any of you ever heard any talks of Shar worship or seeking shadow magics? Things like what Volo there is. By the way, I did like your last book, Volo, but what he's holding there, solid illusions.
Thank you.
Ones that are, by all means, real, even if they are not.
I think she might have mentioned such a thing once or twice.
Any of the other deceiver gods? Mask, Lyra, or Lyra, depending on who you ask.
I don't think so. She hasn't, right?
Not to the rest of you, but to Ivory. But I don't know if Ivory wants to talk about it.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying. What I'm assuming the passive perception is like painfully. It would probably be like there is an internal. There is some kind of debate, and at some point she just. I mean, yes, there was some. She has mentioned Shar before. I don't recall the others immediately off the top of my head, but we did have a brief discussion. Yes.
You know if she's made any...
The finger fondling, like she's been kind of like not picking at her fingers necessarily, but you know, she's been fiddling with her hands a little bit, and her hands are just kind of like, one of her hands is like kind of gripping at the edge of the table for the moment as the other one relaxes. She's very much keeping herself partially distracted on something else.
Yeah. Do you know if she's made any pacts or divine agreements with any of these entities? Anyone?
None that I'm aware of.
No. That, I would have to say, to my knowledge, at least, no.
Same.
Would you all be willing to help me out with something? I will make it worth your while in time.
What is it? I guess.
If you are all given an opportunity to prevent her making any official pacts or agreements with these entities, or any, well, we'll discuss on any others, but with particularly Mask, Lyra, Shar, the Raven Queen, or Selune, or Kelglane for that matter. If you see her about to make an agreement or a pact with any of these, try to stop her. You don't have to stake your lives on it or anything, just try to keep her on the straight and narrow for me when I'm not looking. I'd hate to lose this one.
To be perfectly honest, I'm also rather against pacts of such nature, so you won't find any disagreement from me there.
If you all can do this for me, I will. I'm not sure how I will reward you, but there will be a reward. We'll go based off how much trouble it is for all of you in the end. If something horrible happens, you'll get paid more. If it's just simply, oh, don't touch that idol twice, then you'll receive something smaller.
Michaelis' immediate thought is like, I wonder how much my arm is worth.
Yes.
Just sort of idly. Doesn't say anything about it.
What? But
And I assume
He's not.
I mean, like, how much would I get paid if I lost an arm trying to stop her? Like, he's
Oh.
not considering doing such a thing. It's sort of idle curiosity.
Yeah.
It's like, the fucking agreements that get drawn up for, like, pirates and shit? Like,
Yeah.
pirate contracts? It's like that. Like, how much is my arm worth? How much is my leg worth?
Yeah. But,
And I assume that you will not be informing us as to why for these agreements, though I probably could garner a fair guess.
let's put it this way. I already know where those lead, if you commit to one or the other, or any of them really. It's not worth doing, and could lead to... Well, I could lose this one. I almost lost myself doing that. I'll tell you that much.
It's a genuine question. Oh, may I have some wine, please?
What are you talking about? You're already holding some.
Oh, he takes a sip. He knows full well. Yeah, he's both. He's delighted, but he's delighted, and he doesn't even feign not being surprised. Oh, thank you.
Yep.
And takes a sip.
That is some nice wine. That's some really nice elven wine.
Thank you.
From Cormanther.
Mm.
Okay,
I take it your interest in this thing you've made is you seem to forgive me. You seem to be venturing into a genuine concern. I could be wrong about this.
every time... So, Kalos, for the most part, is holding himself quite still. Basically, every time the frog speaks, he just starts tapping his fingers on the table. And, like, he never looks straight at the frog. He is basically ignoring his existence.
Exactly.
Which is normal for him. He never acknowledges the frog's existence when he doesn't have to.
Yeah. It's
But,
perfect. It's perfectly normal.
Other than that, he's holding himself quite still.
Ivory has been looking at these drow since they showed up suddenly.
Yeah.
He's
Like,
just
her
staring.
attention is not anywhere else.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's basically what's happening here.
Yeah.
He is
What's
also
weird is-
quite tense, actually, thinking about Akalos is prepared. He's prepared at all times to throw himself sideways if the thing behind him goes for a swing.
Yeah. It doesn't appear to be doing anything like that. It's just kind of hanging out there. Sometimes it turns over and looks at the male drow. Sometimes it just sort of stands there for a bit. Maybe it'll go for you, maybe it won't. But yeah.
Just every now and then it says beep.
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 Boop.
Beep boop fucker. and then it just puts its hand gently on your shoulder and a fucking 8th level inflict wounds happens. Oh god. I think it's up to 5th level.
Do you know why you never see a shield guardian sneaking around? No, why? Because we're really good at it. Muffled sounds of shield guardian violence.
Ah yes. Guerrilla violence. But
Of guerrilla violence.
But I've been well, and she sits up in her chair, after you guys agreed to that. Well, she sits up in her chair, her hands come apart, she actually relaxes a lot more, and you literally see all the drow colorations just fucking, turn to smoke and evaporate off of her. As
I haven't.
there is now a
Oh
high
god,
elf.
she's naked.
As there is now a high elf, a moon elf, much more slicing looking here. Well, now that we've gotten all that out of the way, tell me about yourselves. You seem to be a good collection, except for you, but that's fine. She didn't look at any of you when she said that. She just said, except for you, but that's fine, without looking at anyone.
Probably a Kalos.
Yeah,
It is a pleasure to meet you.
again, I would like to know the nature of your concern for this thing that you've made.
She,
It's more of an idle curiosity. It seems to have
Tap, tap, tap.
it seems to have impulse control problems as well as also not to mention a thirst for personal power.
she, is looking... She, as she's turning to look at you, she doubles back to Volo again. We met before you were petrified, dear. And then she looks right back to you. Well, after this one, she, gestures to the male drow behind her that has actually been in a bit of a better mood since, for, the last minute. As he watched the questioning go on, he got less and less tense. He still looks kind of tired, but he's a bit more smiley now. You know, slouchy fucking teenager.
Yeah.
Pimply faced. Well, elf, so probably not, but anyway, it's for after this one, well, a little bit before this one, it took some time to look back on everything I've done in life. For over 300 years, I have been, well, power-hungry and impulsive. Never really cleaning up after myself, never really hanging on to anything. So I've gotten attached to everything I've done in my age.
Would it be? He swirls the imaginary wine and takes another little sip.
Still tasty.
A little swish, a little gulp.
Yeah.
Would you say that you feel responsible to it?
Yes, I would.
How exactly did it get away? How exactly did it get away from you? Or was this all intentional?
A bit of both. I was doing a little experimenting on the ethereal plane. Trying to make living spells, that sort of thing. I was creating a spell that I actually do have now. I can make more of her if I wanted. Long story, but there was a bit of an incident. Do any of you know of... I think it was vagrants, is what they're ethereal vagrants? Or, not vagrants, vagabonds? The things that look like, the second...
Petitioners?
No, the second form graboids, the things that kind of look like those. They live on the ethereal plane, they, eat your fucking spells. I can't remember what they're called, but, the three grabbing mandibles...
The astral dreadnoughts.
No, the ones that are, a body and a pair of legs with no arms, and it's got, three mandibles in a triangle pattern. I've completely forgotten its name. It's ethereal something with a V, vagrant, or vagabond, one of those two.
Is it in 5e?
Yeah, no, it was in 4th edition last, I think. It was in 3.5, 3, and 4. Either way, we got attacked by some of the local fauna. They apparently wanted the spells, and had to run. The poor thing wasn't really together yet. Being spontaneously created with a head full of memories will do that to you. It takes a few days to get used to having thought. So she probably doesn't remember it well. But we had to flee, we got separated. I think... No, Lancaster was the only one she told about her oldest memory, so... we got separated, and when I thought it time to look for her, I instead decided to give it some time, keep my distance, have a look, check in now and again, see how she does. Of course, distractions happened. Other projects, other interests. I also had this one to take care of. He was very small at the time. Like, the male drow is just doing a little wave.
Imagine like the elbow, like chest height wave.
Yep, exactly.
Also, is the thing you're talking about an ethereal filcher?
I think so. Does it have like 3 mandibles in a triangle shape?
Oh no, that's an ethereal marauder.
That one, yep. There's a bunch of those.
I will put one in.
The one that looks like the thing the graboids turn into in their second stage. Yeah, look at that ugly little fucker.
There's a list of encounters for the ethereal plane that is quite interesting. There's some weird shit on that.
The ethereal plane's great, but yes, we were attacked, we got separated. I decided to wait around a bit, see what happens. I got distracted, other projects, and then I lost track.
How long ago was this?
Oh, I don't know, 10, 15 years. What year is it now?
Something 92, I think, is it?
1492, I believe.
1492. I'd say 14 years then.
Oh, yeah.
I lose track of time very easily, unfortunately.
I'm
It is
with you there.
1492, where Columbus sailed the ocean blue.
I'm aware, Troll, that Shade is the worst PC for this moment. I was kind of sad I was not happy that I didn't quite catch Dirk in this.
There was just sort of like nods at that, somewhat sympathetically, like, yes, I've spent most of my life in the Feywild. I quite understand you.
That and drow politics are exhausting and take forever.
Oh, so do Fey politics. I hate them dearly. To be honest, I avoid it whenever I can.
Well, flights of fancy costing us much aside, I just contacted all of you because I wish to learn how she's doing.
Well, we may all be about to die due to outside influences, but personally, not too bad, I don't think.
If that happens, maybe I'll collect her. We'll see.
I'm sure she'd appreciate that.
Well, she might not be alive when collected, but I would have a few hours. It would be fine. I've completely forgotten where I was going with this. Okay, so we've gotten a personality read, we've gotten a magical read. She's identified that he's Lyson has the same tendencies. And according to Never Ember, she has similar taste. I believe that's everything. Any questions?
Not quite. Not quite. A little sip. I will do this for you. You will pay me. I will keep it safe. Because, well, I can, unlike it in that one he mentions to Akelos, I can respect someone who tries to take responsibility.
See.
The wine is lovely.
I would hope so. I made it myself. When it's, I
Uh,
would hope so. I made it
Well,
up.
is there
I made
any
it up myself.
yeah, exactly.
upon
Dapple does chuckle at the joke. He gets it.
upon Dappled saying that, Kailash just sort of like was about to speak, pauses, takes a deep breath, and then just sort of like, are you willing to provide us a method of contact, or
Oh,
are you just going to be watching?
I'll be in touch. Don't worry. It may take me a day or two to get back to you, but I'll be aware of what's going on. Well, assuming you all don't follow in East Lyson's footsteps, as I've completely lost track of her due to recent events, which is what brought on this little meeting.
How encouraging.
Yes, apparently she's become on edge and is hiding herself.
That would be those outside events I mentioned earlier.
Yes, Mind Flayer and... oh, local gangs.
Other such things.
Yes.
Mind Flayer.
Oh, did we forget to mention that? Yeah, sorry, there's a Mind Flayer that might be looking for us.
Dapple takes a rather an unnecessarily large gulp of the imaginary wine.
Kalos is grinning at you as he says this. This is the first time he's acknowledged your presence all day.
Oh. Have any of you seen her get injured or bleed?
Didn't she get stabbed that one time? And it was normal?
I think so. I think she's been... has she been stabbed once? Well,
She's been hurt before, definitely.
yeah. Any strange
I
phenomena?
don't remember each and every individual damage you guys have taken.
Yeah. Any interesting phenomena? The blood or wound or damage on the clothing? Well, not damage on the clothing. The blood or the wound disappearing when not paid attention to? Anything evaporating?
She acts mostly like a normal elf. Such matters. About the only thing of note would be her lightness.
Yes, she should be about 1/4 my weight at the time.
Well, that and things of the Feywild have an aversion to her presence.
Oh, that makes sense. You see, she's not much different from this cup. As she, basically picks another one up out of the table. It's here. You can touch it. You can drink what's inside. It tastes real, and as long as it is as real as I make it, you can even digest it, draw nutrient from it. This is as real as you or me or the cup over there. Temporarily. Real is an interesting word, because it doesn't always mean what you think it means. For instance, she walks up to Kalos and like waves her hand through his head. I'm not here. I'm completely fake, right? And then she grabs his horn with her hand, and she's actually pulling you now. Except now I am. By the way, I can stack them, so... But you see, now I am real. And she, like, pulls her head a little bit. Not, like, yanking it, she just, like, nudges it a bit. And then lets go. I can make reality out of nothing, if I want.
I'm gonna be honest, you're sounding a bit megalomaniac.
Oh, these are ancient
You might want
magics.
to get that looked at.
No, you see, I actually am. These are ancient magics. The Netheries used them. The Imaskari used them. I learned these, painstakingly cultivated them.
Oh, I'm sure. I'm just saying your presentation could use a bit of work, unless that's what you were going for, I suppose.
Oh, I wasn't really paying attention.
My Kalos is again just sort of like tapping the table.
Yes. My point is, as I am now, well, pulls out a small knife, slices the hand. completely real. I can bleed. What's upon the table is there. But then... Closes the hand, opens it again. There's nothing. What is real? I don't even have to be me. Rapidly transforms into a Kalos. I could be you.
Oh, it's a good look on you.
Everything's a good look on me.
Bit too woolly.
I don't like the legs, you're right.
They have their advantages.
And
I
then
must say though, your demean of purpose suits. He looks right at Akela. Suits the face better than the original.
it is weird seeing a Kalos look all like haughty and disinterested.
Looks
Probably.
like Akela's looking like he has a goddamn purpose in life.
Oh, the Kalos, no!
I mean, he's not really wrong.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, currently, Achilles is just sort of vibing.
Yeah. So
I pay attention. Achilles just sort of seems to go from day to day just to survive.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Because he knows he's on the run.
yeah.
Yeah, he has to walk
His
over his
long-term
fucking
goals
back
have been
all the time.
derailed a long time ago. He's just sort
Yeah,
of like
exactly.
waiting
Dapple
things
is,
out.
yeah. That's the thing though. Like Dapple's already sort of. I know that as a player, but also Dappled is already keyed in on that, which is partly why Dappled is
So,
just a little bit fed up and tired with Akalos.
so watching that back and forth go down, you actually see the Larsrenlael Kalos form just sort of start to turn black and melt off, like liquid, leaving Larsrenlael form again. Oh dear, you don't need to be so worried if you're without purpose. New ones will come. They always do.
I'm not
Like
particularly
during this
concerned with them right now.
conversation, like during the conversation, Volo has been like rather interested in like the making of things. But as soon as she starts going off on the reality is what I make of it, he very rapidly kind of starts to lose interest in what she's saying, as if he's heard this before.
Yeah, well, she didn't say is what I make of it. She says I can make reality.
Yeah.
Yeah, which he's probably actually heard a similar long-winded, dry fucking speech about how reality works from Elminster before.
Yes. Yes, illusions. Yeah, basically.
Yeah. Yes, I'm sure Elminster told you a lot. I haven't met him yet. You didn't talk about him much when we last met. This would have been ages ago for Volo.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is before he was petrified, so. Well, any more questions, or shall I be along?
Heaving sigh, gets out his notebook again, flips to a recent page, gets a pen, is like, so, his license has 6 years to live, and you're willing to extend that if some nebulous requirements are fulfilled?
I could extend it for her, but I won't need to. I can more just tell her how to do it herself. She's already on the right path.
Oh good, I'll let her know that.
She should find it out before she dies, even if I say and do nothing.
Would you would you be willing to? I do have my own interests. I do have my own interests in this particular group. For the time being, do you know of anything called the crossroads of life and death?
You complain? Well, here, should I actually roll for that, William?
Yeah. History, Arcana, Religion.
Okay, we'll go with history. 17.
God, it would be great
Uh,
if one of us got like a nat 20 when we first met Dapper. I was like, yeah, of course I know what the fuck that is. I'm gonna tell you, you cunt.
Milk kindness.
um,
I
with
wish
a
Akalos knew what he
17.
was after so I could not tell him. And make him aware I wasn't telling him.
With
That
a
would be very funny.
17, the crossroads of life and death. There's honestly lots of things that could potentially go by that title. Like as you said, the fugue plane would probably be like one of the more literal.
Yeah.
Like the moment of death could be there's a place in the Underdark called the Crossroads.
Yeah. Of life and death. Well.
It's just a very vague state. It's a somewhat poignant sounding, like, but just vague enough to be
Completely
most
useless.
unhelpful.
Actually, I think there might be something she can do, but I don't know if she would actually be willing to cast the spell. Oh no, I forgot that one too, so I don't know what you're talking about. That's in another spell book in a lab somewhere that she wasn't thinking about. But, that's some lost arcana right there. But, Crossroads of life and death. That could refer to the fugue plane. That could refer to several undead. That could refer to the place in the Underdark known as the Crossroads of life and death. That could refer to something fungal, as some druids have said that. Do you have any other context on it?
Dappled looks at the table and he sort of intentionally holds the glass of wine away from his vision and says, "Do I have any more wine?"
I don't know, you tell me. It looks like you don't have
Closes
any more.
Yeah, he closes his eyes and brings the empty glass to his lips and grimaces.
It just keeps pouring, even though it should be out. That little,
Yeah.
like, bottom of the glass bit, it just keeps going. It just doesn't go down.
Exactly. And this time, he doesn't taste it.
Oh? Yeah, she wouldn't put it back, so yeah, it's been a minute.
And again, grimaces
Well, wait, no,
because he can't. And he grimaces because he can't taste it, but also
Well, no, it would,
he
'cause
then mutters into the glass, "I can smell it. But I can smell it."
Actually, it occurs to me
And
he
then
probably would.
sets the glass down.
Sorry, what, Freaky?
It actually occurs to me he probably would still be able to taste it, but don't worry about it. We'll just let that happen. She messed with you. She's messing with you. The wine was fake. The glass was still real. Because there's like 4 spells at work here.
Yeah. Sets the glass down and looks at her and says, "There is a plague back home. It is making things difficult for those of a certain similar persuasion to you. Have you felt it recently? Have you had any associations? Feel it take their needs away?"
Are you from Karatur or Chult? I would assume, well, you sound like you're from Alm, to be fair.
It is where I learned.
I see.
But I am from Chult.
And what did you say?
Or rather, I say the man that I beat Common out of was from Am. But yes, I am from Chult.
And what did you say were the effects of it?
Those who come back from the dead don't fully come back. No matter the will of the gods or the power of the caster.
I believe this was also happening down south.
Yes, I've heard of it happening in Kalimshan, and recently I've heard rumors of something similar happening in the city, in a couple of places. It appears that if anyone has been brought back by magics, they're slowly dying, and they cannot be brought back, and no one is able to be brought back again. It is spreading, getting more powerful. I'm not sure.
Yes, this I have been told by the seers in the employ of my tribal chief has something to do with called the crossroads of life and death, and this is what I seek. It, your thing, and that one points to Akalos, thinks that I am after this mammalian nonsense when no, I am after the restoration of the balance of life and death, apparently, because apparently my chief thinks putting such a task upon me is a good idea.
Oh, he probably wants you to die trying.
Like you, I take my responsibilities seriously, unlike it and that one.
Man, Dabble really does not fit him.
It does not like Akalos at all.
Damn.
Really doesn't. He finds him kind of detestable at a visceral level.
I ask that you do try to be a bit easier on her. She's old and young at the same time. If she's like the others, that can be quite jarring.
She's an 80-year-old toddler.
These
An 80-year-old,
revelations,
12-year-old, yes.
these current revelations put a lot of her impulse control into new light. I will attempt to measure myself. That one, however, should know better.
Please give me 2 drinks and I'd probably be just like her.
A night with me and you will probably be worse, but still. Do you know of anything that could upset the balance?
Well, I don't know anything of an effect like this, but I do know something that causes the slow decay you're speaking of. It sounds to me as mummy rot, or Lich's life drain. Sometimes, if exposed to certain powerful necrotic entities, one's soul itself can be eroded.
That makes things much more complicated. I was under the impression, again, my tribal chief is an idiot, and this comes at second hand. He keeps secrets from me, the person he wants. Sorry, you are not here to hear me complain about my business.
There is also, if I remember correctly, a fish called a Nabasu, which can eat souls. The power itself.
Read about them. I've never encountered one, luckily.
I thought I did once, but it turns out it was just a very angry gorilla. It was dark at the time.
Dapple sips the unreal wine, and he actually tastes it. He tastes it as he gives a little chuckle. Oh, that's nice.
Well.
Thank you for your time. Thank you for at least narrowing things down.
Oh, do me a favor and try to keep her out of anti-magic zones. She shouldn't die, but it would be a problem.
Noted.
She just
I
went into
will-
immediate cardiac arrest.
I will. I
She just starts
will.
having a heart attack.
Her head pops like in Scanners.
Guys, I don't feel so.
She begins
No,
melting.
no. It just gives her diarrhea.
Oh god. Every day I grow more and more constipated until I enter the anti-magic zone, and then all hell breaks loose. And that is actually so. East License voice is inspired by
Yeah,
Laura Schmidt and the daughter from Bob's Burgers.
Yeah, it's Bob's Burgers
Tina.
and oh shit,
Tina.
Yeah.
I'm Laura.
Yeah,
I'm Laura.
I'm 22. Yeah, it's Laura Schmidt and Tina from Bob's Burgers. That's East License voice. But yes, she's
But yes, very well. I will. You have been helpful and elucidating. For you, I will treat it like a prized slave. I will keep it safe.
Right. Well.
Right. Just like that statement, just fucking Volo looking at you with like this is okay. Look on his face.
Then like the facade of Dappled the companion just flashes on in an instant as he turns to Volo and says, "My dear friend, I'm not on the clock right now." And then it drops.
Come now, Volo,
And he
have you
takes-
never owned a slave before? Just looks at him and says with a smile.
That I have.
Well, it's not all whips and agony. Sometimes it's just day by day.
Right.
You have to escort them. You have to keep them safe. You have to keep them fed. You do have to keep them pliant, and sometimes that is harsh, but so often it is just you do what is necessary for life.
Well, any final questions before I go? I've been here for a bit, and I'm sure you all have something to do. Also, Islyson may be back soon.
I think I'm good. Thank you.
Oh god, is Islyson gonna be following Dirk and tormenting him? Oh god.
How about you, Miss Ivory, was it? You've been quiet.
Yeah. Sorry, I've been just thinking things over. So, to just entirely clarify, from what I'm gathering, just Eslayson is just simply a creation of yours, then? Like, animated, given sentience?
She would be best. It's slightly more complicated than that, but she would be best described as a living spell. A little bit of major image, a little bit of creation, a little bit of proto-matter to make her much more real. When I say she's almost as real as any of you, I mean it.
Then, I suppose other than that, no, I have nothing left to ask. I'm assuming she's unaware of this, or is she fully aware?
From the sound of it, I was probing that information from all of you. She seems to be unaware.
That would make sense.
I hope to tell her at some point, but I'm not sure how she'd react. It might be worth meeting her, but I don't know. Some of the others were fine before they met me and then got uncomfortable. Though they were using my name
Plot
and
twist, this entire conversation is an illusion from East Mason.
oh no. Although they were using my name and thought they were me, so that's why I'm a bit more hopeful for this one.
God,
This
they're
one
the Mahler
seems.
twins.
Yes, again, this one seems rather. It seems both interested in you, but is very. I want to say possessed of a strong sense of itself.
Mm.
I do not know if it finds value in itself, but that is a conversation I might want to have with it for later.
Any of
To
you
be honest, I don't think she'd like you very much.
Maybe not. Well, look, I've been staying focused with all of you. Usually I would be much more relaxed. This is important. She might like me more if I took my boots off, so to say.
Maybe.
That was like an elven statement, take your boots off. To refer to relaxing. I'm sticking.
Yeah,
That's my story, and I'm sticking with it. Your boots of elven kind.
Sometimes you have to put your nut ears back in their sheaths.
Once I take the ear warmers off, I'm much more fun. Yeah, she's not dressed for this weather, from the looks of it.
I suppose we are in a tavern. It's probably pretty warm, but yeah,
Yeah.
I get what you mean.
What's the idea of, like, you saw her... Actually, what's funny enough, you saw her come down from these stairs. Which...
I'm really zoomed in.
Yeah,
Which...
the stairs, like, right next to the table. This little spiral staircase. Over here. But, Alright, so, to at least put it into terms... She's a living spell. A sentient illusion. Solid, partially real. Do all of you know what that means?
Well, you just explained it, so...
I can take a pretty good guess.
Magic flows through my veins, and there is a strange intelligence to it. It seems to know my intentions at times better than I do. I see nothing odd about what she is. It is the mind of it.
Probably don't call her it to
Makes
her
sense
face.
to me.
They don't like that. Usually.
I said I would protect it. I didn't say I would coddle it. I don't particularly. To be honest, I do not really like your creation.
Well.
You were very quick to remove any kind of personhood from her.
Good, you noticed.
Well, it's a difficult situation. Depends on who you ask, if she counts as a person or not. I've seen people who...
Well, I've dealt with a lot of crazies, and even this is starting to like... Alright.
Oh, no, make no mistake. It is a person.
You simply refuse to acknowledge that.
No, it is a person.
Wait, no. Yeah, well, Rainer's moved locations already, hasn't he?
Yes.
Never mind, she's not talking to Rainier. Shit. Thought he was still moving. But, well, it wouldn't be the first time something like this has happened. I remember there was a Listel Onopordum, I believe was her
Sorry,
name.
what was that? I missed it.
There was a woman named Listel. I believe she was a similar thing, although not exactly. Different magics, different rules. This was ages ago, back in the 1300s. So over 100 years ago. Almost 200 years ago. That's the only other known instance of what I've created I've heard of. It's really an interesting story. Which is to say, Freaky was reading Wikipedia entries and figured out, turns out Wizards of the Coast did the slicing thing before I did, with disturbing accuracy. It's not the exact same like lore and rules going in, but also an elf that was a sentient illusion.
Nice.
Yeah. Alright. You see the problem is I keep forgetting where we are in between the shenanigans. If that's everything, I believe I'll be going. Do try not to tell her that we've met yet. I don't know if it's time. I'll watch from a distance more closely. Or as close as I'm willing to get.
Keep that in mind.
I'll let that one tell it. They are close. It will the news, should that one find the courage, the spine to tell it,
I'm saying
it will be best delivered by that one.
I'm saying don't tell her. I'll tell her. I just want to see how she reacts with all of you. Get her temperament before I try. Also, I want to see the city. I haven't been here in years.
You know, I have been enjoying my time here. I've been enjoying my time.
Do you have any idea how dull the drow are at times?
I can only imagine.
Oh, it's constant. People here will actually smile at you and mean it.
Oh, sweetie, come meet me at the Curved Club. Ask for me.
No.
Your choice.
The wrong choice.
Exactly. Your choice. Your loss.
You're wrong. I love that. But no.
Yeah, everybody's allowed to be wrong.
I've seen the Curved
So long
Club.
as you don't inconvenience him.
I've seen the Curved Club, the old one and the new one. The old one was better, but the new one is just a cheap brothel, really.
I shouldn't have burned it down.
You're right, I shouldn't have burned it down. No, it was Lars Hill. She did it. But, well. I think we got everything. We did.
Yes.
Yeah, that's everything.
I
really wish I could have found the entry I sent you before, the text document I made, but I couldn't, so fuck. Anyway, so long now. You watch as Lars Ronael, the chair she's sitting in, the drow behind her, and the shield guardian all just sink into the floor. As if gravity turned back on, they just fell into water.
Is the illusion over around us?
Not yet. For now, it's still there. Yeah, it's a huge
okay,
area of effect, so it's gonna take a minute.
Is it so is everyone else in the room still there?
Yeah, they were just there,
it?
drinking and being normal. They probably were looking at the fucking shield guardian. And
Sorry,
the weird shit Lars Renliel was doing.
They were looking?
Possibly.
There's probably a few of them, but like the entertainment is still going on.
Yeah.
Well,
like,
I mean, I imagine this guy probably reacted pretty strongly when he popped up.
Yeah, it was literally 2 drow and a shield guardian just came into the room suddenly. Probably
I just wasn't
alarming.
sure if everyone else could see her as well, or if she was hiding herself.
Durnan didn't seem worried. Seemed like
Yeah,
he'd seen this before.
Yeah.
I remember this crazy
Durnan
bitch.
was one of the reasons why I wasn't quite so concerned.
Yeah.
Durnan and Volo.
Funny enough, I feel like Lars Renliel could probably take them both, but I don't want to
Well, yeah, but
figure
it'd be a
that
bit
out.
more of a consequence if either of them got fucked over.
Yeah. But no, it's...
wizards.
No, it's a Warlock Patron NPC, not your... Well, it could be a Warlock Patron, probably just barely. But yeah, just... Yeah, the chair is gone. Guys, that chair was never real to begin with.
Bitch took my chair.
We start having a crisis. The chair was never real.
Because that was there when you walked in.
Are there toilets in this establishment?
Yes.
Come on, it's possible.
Right.
Are you gonna shit in Lars Renliel's illusory toilet?
No,
I'm not gonna shit in Lars Renliel's illusory toilet.
My illusory toilet.
I don't know. I think you should. I think you should.
I think you should. I think you should grab some paper towels and plug up Renliel's illusory toilet.
Don't clog my illusory toilet.
You should reach in the back of the soap dispenser and pull out the bag of her illusory.
No. I still love that.
You're halfway through wiping your ass and the toilet paper vanishes.
Guys, I forgot Volo's supposed to be in parentheses. Volo.
Alright.
Man, that took longer than I wanted it to.
If I wait,
it was
how
like
long is
10
the illusion gonna stay there?
I don't...
I love that shit. Live for that shit.
Let me
Hell
see.
yeah.
The problem is she's just kind of seeing the sights in the city, and let me see the range of this real quick. I know it's like over.
Is it going to vanish before his license arrives?
No. Let's see, up to 1 mile. So it might disappear for like a few minutes, but then reappear.
Will we notice it if it disappears and reappears? We'll just see it disappear, presumably.
I don't know.
Or is it still the same effect?
The thing is, it's incredibly fucking subtle, so you probably see it leave, but when you're out of the effect, you're not sure when it comes back, because it's literally, you stop sensing the disturbance, but the disturbance wasn't really a disturbance to begin with, it was just a slight difference that you became aware of.
Alright,
And then
I'm just gonna go.
And then there's the ability that is being used here, so it might not even be the same illusion when you are re-exposed to it.
Alright, as soon as she vanishes, then Mikhail's just gonna stand up and go, excuse me, and then walk outside. And he's just gonna lean against the outside of the building for a bit.
Yeah. It's cold.
The moment that she disappears, the entire just outside Ivory just immediately slumps over in the biggest sigh you've seen, like she's been holding in, just like breathing for the past however long this conversation's been going on. And there's just a moment, just absolute relaxation. She just slumps onto the table face first.
Yeah, Ivory does. After doing that, Ivory feels a soft pat on the back of her head right after she hears hand incoming. Because there's like, I'm gonna touch you. I'm gonna warn you. You have every chance to stop this. Pat, pat.
When he gets up and leaves, Akalis is doing the very same, like he is very still as he walks out. And he's just going to be outside until his Lyson arrives.
Yep. It takes about, 20 minutes. About, 22
He's just,
minutes.
Off to the side, leaning against the wall with his eyes closed,
Yeah.
just being snowed on.
Yeah, his Lyson just, she hops out of the cart. She gives the driver the money.
He's probably got a coat on and the hood up, actually, so you might not even notice him, just this snow-covered figure off to the side in a cloak.
Why the fuck is these license gold, gray, and black and shit? The fuck is going on there? Roll 20? Weird shit. Okay. Anyway. Hey, Kalos.
Hello, his Lyson.
Yeah, she's got, some kind of snack. Some kind of street food.
How was your trip?
Yes, taco yacht.
Sure, she's got this delicious-looking fish cake.
Got a jelly meat.
Fish-shaped cake. No, she would never eat one of those ever again.
Never
again.
Yeah, hell no, she wouldn't.
I barely like eating at all, and that made me want to never eat again.
Flashbacks to the discussion of whether or not you could trap a soul in a jellied neep.
It technically counts as a jar. It's a container.
Jelly.
Exactly.
Is it required to be an empty container?
I think it just says a container.
Jellied neep at you reach for a jellied neep at a stall, and the next thing you know, you're looking up at yourself.
There's the Runesmith video, Objects of Profound Evil, where he talks about Magic Jar and the fucked evil shit you can do with it.
Yep.
But,
I have to see that one,
yeah, I already thought of my own evil thing to do with it to just basically become a soul-stealing haunted ring. Anyway, So, hey, Kalos.
Yeah, so...
Whatever she's eating, it's crunchy.
How did your, trip go? Yes, how did you... Yeah.
Well, Marcus is not my son. Lars Renlael is a different person. And I have no idea who the fuck I am or where I'm going in life now.
Alright, so just to confirm, did she ask us to not tell her about the illusion bit or about the her bit?
She just said, don't tell her about this.
Yeah, don't tell her about this encounter. And the things that we have found out via this encounter.
She was vague in the statement.
Well, yeah, I'm going to choose to interpret that as the illusion bit.
Yeah. Whichever you wish. Lars Renlael is prone to mistakes.
Right. Well, it's interesting you mentioned that. We've just had a bit of an interesting encounter.
Interesting how did Folo get up on stage and say something racist?
That would have been preferable, I think.
Wow. Just jump straight to that.
Let me tell you all about the problem with dwarves.
They are short little manlets. I cannot do the thing right now.
Oh god,
They do not cook properly on the fire.
Oh god, if I want to get like a real dwarven racist, here we go. They eat dirt and shit gold. What the fuck is up with that?
Right. What do they think
brown
they're
noses
doing?
and leave trails of slime behind them as they walk.
Those damn spinnakers.
I
The
love the fact that you
Gnome's
both
Puck student.
immediately knew what I was talking about.
It's like Rufolo's racist slam poetry.
Oh god.
I think my favorite bit of that is I think my favorite bit of that whole Spinnaker thing is about how like the Game Grumps fans went on to like the Insane Clown Posse videos and started calling everyone Spinnakers, and like they didn't understand what was going on, so they were getting mad, and it's like, we're called Juggalos, not Spinnakers. Why does everyone keep calling us that?
So did Volo say something racist on stage? He said, "Oh no, worse." Oh wow, that bad, huh?
No, you said
So-
that would be preferable.
Yeah, that bad, huh?
So we met Losrin, Lyle.
What? What?
She was annoying, to say the least.
What? Where did she go? I need to ask her things.
Well, apparently she's just going around to see the city. There were certain things that she asked us not to tell you, and considering she seems to be of not inconsiderable power, I'm inclined to go along with that.
Here's the best part, guys. There's not a single bit of homebrew in Losern Lael. You can do everything she just did. Well, none of that encounter included any homebrew. She does have some things, but...
Anyways.
Yes. But, what? What? Okay, how about we go inside and sit down? You guys tell me everything you can tell me and possibly more. Also, where did she go?
She just melted into the floor. She has some kind of big illusion aura. Covered the whole building, at least.
Let's see. One moment. I believe that's... It's on his license sheet, though. A 4 on insight to believe that shit. Which... Alright.
She just shrugs, like, oh no, I'm not a wizard. Oh, also, if Dappled calls you an it, please punch him for me.
Oh, no.
And then he's going to walk
Is
inside.
he here?
Unfortunately.
Yeah, because his license was split up before you guys met up with Dappled, so...
To be honest, I might punch him myself.
Oh,
Just-
great.
And like this is he's saying this as he leads you in, and he just fully says this as he sits down. He's not really keeping his voice down.
Okay, Islyson notices the chair that's usually here is gone. Ah, shit. She goes over to the bar here where it's been put there unnaturally, picks it up, takes it over, and places it down. Alright, Dappled, what the fuck did you say? What happened? Why are you calling me an it?
I don't remember calling you an it.
Here, let me...
Are we leaving
That's one
for
of
the
those
ship
things
now?
we can't talk about.
Here, let me push
Yeah,
my
exactly,
eyebrows in. I'm
exactly.
very angry.
And I don't really care. Are we leaving for the shipwreck soon?
I think we have more...
Tomorrow or the day after.
Yeah, we have more...
Okay, very good.
We have more murder investigations. It turns out it's the Ball, Miracle, and Bane cults. That's fun. The Dead 3 are here. People will have another ball spawn crisis. Corpses piled high as the streets are coated in blood. Yay.
Oh no! Go ahead, Ivory.
No, Ivory's comment was just wonderful, lovely. We love to see it.
Yeah, Dappled, by the way, is so long as Ivory allows it, he will be patting her head.
Oh, yeah. It's like it comes in. This is
Yeah,
definitely Ivory, despite the change. Her face is still in the table as she's talking. She hasn't bothered to sit up yet.
By the way, Ivy,
like Dappled is in full companion mode. He likes Ivory. He likes Ivory, and he's in full companion mode right now. And he's just like, oh no, first mind players are now evil gods. If I did not make promises, I would be leaving.
By the way, Ivory, you look like shit. Do you need to, like, see a healer or something? They can fix your skin.
Yeah, thanks. I already did that.
No, like a better one that can actually fix your skin, because wow, you are flaking.
Yeah, you're telling me. But look, they already wouldn't let me leave for, well, since the last time we saw each other. So, a miracle they let me out the door.
Right.
Would you?
They're willing
Would you-
to let me get at least my jobs done first before I have to go back. So,
Would you benefit from a skin unguent?
not sure. I'm not sure about it though. At the moment, I'll deal with the rest of this after we're done.
Alright, so you said you guys all met Lars Renlael. What happened? Who was she? What was happening?
I mean,
Tell
I
me.
never said that.
Okay,
Sorry.
Kalos told me.
Question. Did Dappled move there after Kalos sat down?
It would have to be before.
Okay.
Sorry.
He's sitting over here then.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
that chair's slimy, though.
Good call. Good call.
I'm dragging my chair around. Did Dappled not take his with him?
No, he's sitting in your chair.
He slimed both chairs now.
Is your chair slimy? Your old one?
No.
No. Okay. He's gonna sit in that one.
He's wearing pants.
Yeah, he is. He is ready to go. He's wearing traveling clothes.
I have my pants on. I am ready.
I have my pants on. My blades are poisoned. I am ready to go. I've been losing at cards to Volo for days.
My
To
teeth
Leonard,
and ambitions are bad. I am prepared.
Alright, so...
I have been ogling babies for days.
Oh god. So who the fuck is Lars Renlael? What's happening? Is she me? What?
Okay, so that's one of the things that we're not really allowed to talk about, but no, she is not you. She is a separate entity.
So she like look like me, or...
You look quite similar, yes.
Yeah. Now that you've seen both of them, you can definitely see his license just looks like deflated, slightly disheveled Lars Renlael. Somebody sucked like 15% of the air out of her.
Also, there are a few important cliff notes for you. Don't go into an anti-magic field.
Why?
You'll probably be fine, but it will negatively affect you
Why?
in some manner. One of those things we're not really meant to talk about.
I feel like we need to talk about this regardless.
Don't swear fealty to or make a deal with... Fuck, what was the list? It had Shar in there.
General Trickster Goddess, Mask, Shah, possibly Cyric.
Mask, sure. You
Did
could just
you-
put a list in chat of all the gods you mentioned and we'll write them down.
Yeah, we'll see who remembers it.
I was tabbed out when you were talking and I was like, fuck, I don't have time to go back and write down all of these.
You
I'm
notice
just
there's
gonna
3
leave off
moon
this.
goddesses in there.
Well, I guess that
Yes,
makes sense.
don't-
Those two are quite often conflated with illusions, like, right?
Yeah,
Don't
don't,
make any deals with Shah, Mask, Calgaloon, Saloon, or Lyra.
I think it
Lyra?
would be Ivory
you
would
couldn't say
notice
that.
this. One of these things is not like the others.
She's just like, she kind of frowns a little bit.
Yeah,
Actually,
Sorry,
yeah,
I'm done.
gonna. Do I know any of these?
probably.
1 second. Well, I'm sorry. What were you saying, Nick?
Oh, I've been checking if they're like being listed
Sorry,
off,
you
just like
Your
You
mic
got really
is
blurred out there for a sec.
weird. Yeah.
hi. Sorry, yeah, I'm downstairs trying to get myself some tea, what have you, because
Yeah, you're
I am
fine
done.
now, for the most part.
She's making that honey tea.
Ivory like is just squinting, like at the list, just like you can see like the parallels are being drawn in front of her face. It's just
Yeah.
strange additions to this list.
Yeah.
She's not
Yeah.
entirely sure, but she doesn't make any objections to any of them either. She's just
Yeah. With
Right.
a 16.
With a 16, yeah.
What with the 16? William, what with all the 16 and the whatnot?
Do I
Yeah,
know
you'd
any
be
of
able to-
those?
Oh, most definitely. Like Shar, Saloon. I'm personally not familiar with the others, but
So Shar, the goddess of, loss and shadow and all that shit. Mask, son of Shar, the god of deception, liars, plot. I believe evil. I believe plot is also in his thing, like plots. Kelglane, the hag mother, goddess of the hags, a moon goddess, a goddess of arcana. Salune, a goddess of the moon, and like the silvery light of truth and things like that. And
That one's
then
quite different.
Lyra, another moon goddess, but also the goddess of deception and mystery. Lie is even in her name.
Like, right, so he finishes reading this list out to you. It's like, to be honest, it might be best if you just avoid moons in general. Probably not good for your health. Wouldn't go near one if I were you.
William is like,
don't stick your ass in people's faces.
okay, Slicin, roll to see if she knows any connection or importance to these gods.
Yeah.
Which one would you like? History, religion, whatever.
Religion or arcana.
Okay then. Religion. 8. He's fucking wizard's curse today, boys. Liza and Lael and Slicin have the same luck. I don't think I've broken a 3 this session. But, no idea. Salune being in there is kind of weird, given the other ones.
Just a bit. Alright. I think that's pretty much the necessary important bits. She might at some point come meet you, she may not.
Okay, so let's get this straight. I go to the castle to talk to somebody.
Oh, she came to talk to us specifically because you weren't here.
Alright.
Apparently she's been watching us for 3 days, but that ring of yours is working, so she's not been able to see you.
You don't know she has something of mind shielding. You do know she has the amulet of proof against detection and location, though.
Yeah, that's the one I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Oh, amulet then, right.
Yeah. She bought the ring in secret.
Sorry. Yeah, that apparently that amulet of yours is working against her.
She looks at the rest of you. Is he talking out of his ass? Is this real?
Well, I'm not sure if I believe her, but she did plop down in the one moment where most of us were here and you weren't, so at least some of that's probably true. Probably just checking him periodically, I'd assume.
yeah.
And have I ever... Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Ask yourself this, Slice, and have I ever thought highly of enough of you to feel as though I needed to lie?
Yes. You may not realize it, but you have. Is this pause canon?
I have not.
I mean, I look. Even I'll admit that sent me for a little bit of a loop, and I'm not normally. That was an interaction. I think I've had enough interactions for the rest of the day after that, I'll be honest. And she immediately goes back to her face back on the table. Like, she sat up for a minute to say something, and she's back on the table now. She's just. She's washed. She's done.
Are you sure?
She's tired.
Dappled leans in and says, "Do you want me to get you something warm?"
Are you sure you should be here at least for less?
That would be great. Yes,
Okay.
I'll be fine.
Well, good enough for me.
Ugh.
Don't die. You...
What are you doing? What is Dapple doing?
He's going places.
Oh, he's gonna go get a hot mulled. He's gonna go get a hot mulled wine.
Okay.
He dragged his finger down your ear as he passed.
He better fucking not have. I was watching that token. He didn't come near me.
No.
Very long arm.
He would have gotten a punch.
It was his
He
tongue.
runs. It was his.
Hold on a
nature.
second.
You thought it
Let
was
me roll
his finger.
sleight of hand on my tongue.
Yeah,
Hold on.
it
No,
was
I'm
his
not
tongue,
really going
not his
to. He's a toad. He doesn't have a long tongue.
It's long-ish. Probably not long enough though.
Anyways, yeah, you can order a mulled wine. It's $1
Yeah.
silver.
Yeah, hot mulled wine. Yeah, I'll pay for that.
So, what did she say? Anything I should know?
He's going to be watching with a lot of interest, apparently.
Any reason why?
She's got a lot of. She said she's taking responsibility and cleaning up her messes. She considers Marcus to be one of those messes, by the way. So I don't know. I guess she's.
When you use the words cleaning up her messes, he's like his eyes like opened 20% more. Just what?
Yeah, that wasn't an option. Shouldn't come to that. Hopefully. Word of advice: don't try and impersonate her.
Still don't even know who she is.
Yeah, that seems like it would be one. If you ever find out, don't do it.
Now let's play a game, guys. Which one of these patrons in the bar is Loser and Niall? Was she in the bar the whole time? But anyway.
Nah. Or was she?
Oh.
No, if she walked out, cast disguise self, it would be a different illusion effect. So.
Yeah.
I just like looks like it. It's just like looks like it. Looks just like. I can.
Sorry,
very
glitched out there.
Nick, your mic is like glitching out super hard.
Make sure it's plugged in all the way.
I'm so sorry. I'm sorry.
No,
Occasionally,
you're
you just
fine.
get quiet and fuzzy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's because I was on my phone because I was downstairs.
Oh. But, I mean, did she seem hostile? Are we all gonna die?
No.
No, but I am just really hoping that we didn't necessarily overstep the boundaries that we were.
I'm gonna be honest, she was really unspecific about what exactly she didn't want us to talk to her about, so that seems like it's her fault.
Yeah, but that also has me a little bit worried because it means that we know what those boundaries are, and if we access them and don't know where that is? I don't like dying. So,
Well, we've sure given her a lot of clues, but at the same time, I feel like a lot of that was sort of important information that needed to be divulged, so she wouldn't, I don't know, have whatever happens to her happen if she were to go into an anti-magic field or make a deal with one of those gods.
I think the empty would.
Sorry, I missed all of that.
Anti-magic game. I think
I'm getting none of this.
everything.
Yeah, your mic is completely screwed.
Oh no, Nick is taking the L.
No. Ivory. My second favorite character in this party, in terms of from Michaelis' perspective.
Oh no. Dirk, no. Guys, Dirk's doing hard drugs again.
Oh no, I'm just Michaelis is actively avoiding both of Troll's characters for entirely different reasons.
I know.
And the best part is, Slicin doesn't like you very much either right now. Kalos has it rough.
At least Nick's somewhat nice, outwardly.
Something.
Outwardly.
I don't know, she seems to be somewhat criminal. I'm not sure if it's an act. She seems nice. I hope she is.
Yeah.
He's not sure how much he can trust her, though.
Alright, so Char...
Given what the part looks like as a whole, I'd be suspicious.
So, Char...
God, your audio is crunchy.
You're Kentucky
That
Fried.
might just be me, gamers. I'll be real.
No, it's like we're actually hearing, like, distortion and shit.
It's sort of like, sort of like, hi, yeah. Oh, she left. Dang.
No. So, how's your RimWorld game going, Dirk?
Yeah, that's been going on this whole time.
I got it paused. I got it paused. But actually, it's going pretty well.
When Ghost jumped in, he was playing Dwarf Fortress.
I saw.
Yeah, I saw that too. I didn't realize that there was a thing that Discord did now. Where
No, I thought it only popped up on the right, not
it's new.
next to the people in the chat.
Yeah, that's very neat.
I like the little symbols.
I kinda don't like it, but then again, I don't like change, and I'll know if I hate it in like 2 days.
Is this better?
Yes.
Yeah, it's a little bit of an invasion.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You don't like
Ivory
change?
will.
What did pennies ever do to you?
Ivory just like kind of looks up from the table and takes the glass and like looks at like gives Dappled like a because there's conversation going around, just kind of a very quiet thank you. She'll figure out how to pay later.
Yeah, Dapple's wearing gloves. There's no possibility. There is no possibility of him easily poisoning that wine.
Yeah. Besides, he'd have to charge you if he did.
Exactly.
True.
So Char, Mask, Kelglane, Salune, and Lyra.
Yes. She seemed rather. Again, she wished to take responsibility for you, implying that these particular entities would be not in your best interest in trying to contact. She was also rather adamant that you continue to develop your own personality and identity.
She was quite happy when she heard you used illusion magic. Well, not happy, but interested.
Yes, she was.
She's
She
an
was.
illusionist herself.
Yes, she was interested, but
You're
not pleased.
you're seeing
She
the
seemed actually mostly pleased when I told her, because that one is a bit of a coward. When I told her that you seemed mostly interested in trying to find your own identity.
like you're seeing the most emotions cross that face that you've ever seen, just in rapid shifting, as it's you have just the way you worded that posed so many fucking questions. You have just thrown her from who is this person to existentialism so fucking fast. What do you,
Michaelis is just tapping his fingers on the table again. And he just,
What-
again, for the second time today, looks at Dappled and goes, Dappled, stop calling me a coward.
what do you?
I will refuse to be a liar.
You two
You
can kill
don't
each other in
know
your own time.
anything about me.
I refuse to lie about the things that I see.
Kill each other on your own time. What the fuck do you mean by forming a sense of self?
Yeah, you're getting a bit close there.
I don't know. You are what you are.
Okay, so
You are what you are. You are chaotic. You are annoying. You have your
Shut
own
up before you get
desire.
everyone killed, for fuck's sake.
This is what I'm talking about. He's a coward. It is a coward. This one is a coward. I
He's
do not
going
know
to
why.
stand up very suddenly. Just leans over, is like, you are the one who wants to be here. We can very easily make that not happen. Shut up or fuck off.
You already know I can't do that. I have made promises.
Then shut up. Seems like you've made a decision. Good job. Sits back down.
Slicen, maybe. Slicen,
Don't
I
presume to
think
talk
what this is
for me.
boiling down to. This might be a conversation better suited for somewhere else.
If
Perhaps.
you desire.
Not in this particular. Not at this time.
Maybe suited for two individuals who are wearing amulets of non-detection.
Something that I should probably get my own hands on at some point.
Yes, it does seem quite useful, doesn't it?
luckily, if you're wearing one, anyone scrying can't hear you, so or see you. Basically,
Part of me worries a little bit about the implications there, considering I do have people. But perhaps the odds justify the means.
basically, as it stands, for anyone scrying on any of us, when I pulled out this chair and sat down, they just saw the chair pull itself out and nothing entered it.
I may have to invest in one of those.
Now, can you slice and roll some Arcana for various spell knowledge? Because basically, she's been building a fucking profile of what the fuck Lars Renlael told all of you. You guys have let so much fucking slip to somebody who does information brokering and fucking spy shit.
Yeah, I know. A lot of that was like, when I was like, right, don't go into anti-magic field, I was like, fuck, that is such a tell, but I can't not say it.
Don't go into
Yeah,
anti-magic, developing a sense of self, what
Yeah,
you
that
are.
one was a big deal. Though.
Avoid this list of gods with specific
Yeah.
spheres.
I was about to say, like, it's as far as Dappled is concerned, so much is already out of the fucking bag anyway, and he just doesn't want to, like, he doesn't want to. How to put this? He made a promise to Lorenz Liel to Lorenz to
Lars
Loren
Renlael.
Lars
Renliel that he would safeguard Eisleisen. And Kalos had already spilled, like, oh, she's gonna fucking, she's not stupid. She's not, Lyson isn't stupid. She's gonna start piecing things together in her quiet time, so it's like, why, why, why make my job harder? Why make my job harder?
Saying sense of self was a bit much, though.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So now we're getting
Like, I could have been
into-
like, oh, there's some weird ass fucking curse, or her soul is fucked up in some way that, you know, would endanger her if these things were to happen. You're like, develop your own sense of self. It was like, what?
Yeah, it's
Yeah, as I said, you're thinking like,
a certain
am
7th
I
level spell.
phone? And am I a simulacrum?
Yeah.
Am I some sort of weird construct?
Yeah.
Just-
Some kind of
maybe
imagine.
maybe we come back to this at a separate time. Maybe when we don't have so much on our plate already.
Yeah, vampires. Alright, well, you know.
One important
Whatever.
question.
Mammals, he pulls away from the table. He pulls away from the table, the facade comes up. It was nice meeting you, Ivory. And then he drops back down and he says, mammals, so self-important mammals.
You said Larsren Lyell had a field of illusion around her.
Yeah, or some kind of spell was going on. Some kind of illusion spell. Honestly, she gave this whole megalomaniac lecture, but probably shouldn't get into that. Right.
What
We
did
have
she
places
say?
to be.
What
We've
did
got
she-
these bookshops we need to investigate, and hopefully we can get
Kalos.
this wrapped up tomorrow or the day after.
Kalos, what did she say? What was the lecture?
Really shouldn't get into that.
It's important, Kalos, please.
Yes, I'm sure it is. However, it's possible that saying that would just get yourself and me killed. I don't know. I quite like being alive. I've given up a lot of things to stay alive.
Ah. The downside to spooky Warlock Patron level entity showing up.
Yeah.
Yeah, so... Alright, fine. I'll find out myself.
I'm sure you will.
What is our plans for today?
Well, like I said, we've got to look at the 5 bookshops for whatever. And hopefully after that we'll have a lead, because that's pretty much the limit of our investigation. So if we don't get something...
Then we best get going.
Yeah.
And sadly, Larsren Lyell is all nonsense.
But yeah. So, you guys will, I guess, head out. Just out of curiosity, what is Dirk doing during all this?
Yeah.
Well, Dirk was going to the House of Inspired Hands to see what he could buy. He has a 500 gold sapphire, which is basically 500 gold in the bank according to treasure rules. He just has to, get it broken up.
It has to do with, like, spell components being a core part of the economy in the Church of Joachim. Yeah, gems are part of the conversion.
Exactly.
Yeah, honestly,
So
a
he's
lot of the
gonna-
people in the House of Inspired Hands probably be perfectly fine trading for gemstone as though it were gold like that.
Exactly.
I mean, a lot of people do that, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah,
Yeah, actually.
he's gonna buy some useful magical stuff.
Okay. In particular, anything in particular?
I don't know what's available. But he would be interested in Eyes of Minute Seeing, if those are available.
Yeah,
Or
that's something that
really just a magnifying glass.
Eyes of My Night Saying is something that would be available here. Uh, uh, yeah, let me double check something.
He's starting to. He wishes to invest in his ability to investigate things.
Yes. Go ahead and roll a persuasion check, please.
A persuasion check. Hooah!
All right.
That is from
Yeah, you.
that is from Dirk. Sorry, that is from Dirk's sheet. There we go. It is a 23.
Yep. You are given an offer to purchase the Eyes of Money Seeing for 293 gold.
Dirk is kind of in a hurry. He's not going to haggle, unfortunately. Yeah, he'll take him.
Okay.
So that's 290. What?
293.
All right. So okay, thank you. That's 529 versus minus 293. Yeah, thank you. Yeah. Hi there, sweetie. Hi there. You're a cute little girl right now. Yes, you are. Sorry. Hold on. There we go. There we go. He has 236 more gold. But yes, is there anything else that might interest Dirk? Let's see here. He already has his magical hammer. He has Eyes of Minute Seeing. Sorry, I got really caught up in the RP here. I was like, I'm gonna have like a list, and then like, hello,
I also
what the fuck?
completely
All this
forgot
is
my
happening.
list yesterday, last week for William.
Yeah, well, we'll go ahead and just call the session here for now.
Yeah,
I won't get to use any of my new drops.
Intense one, yeah.
Sorry about the abrupt reveal, everyone. The campaign ends around level 5 or 6, and we're running out of time before 4 hits, and we have to actually get into gear on the events of the module. It was
Fair
more
enough.
time.
Aren't you guys on level 2?
Yes, we are.
No, we're 3. And have been
We're
for
level
a while.
3.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, for a while.
It was kind. Here's the thing: Lyson was both a really good character for this campaign and a really bad one. A really good one because this setting works really well, this urban campaign. A really bad one because it ends around level 5 or 6, and her build doesn't activate until level 6. Both in utility and combat, and also it's really good for roleplay as well. So red.
But yes. That is yeah, that is the session for today.
Yeah.
By the way, Troll.
Thank you, William.
Thank you, William.
By the way, Troll. Yeah,
Yeah.
I do have Saturday off this week, so I am good to go.
Hey. I hope you guys survive.
I certainly hope so too, but considering how much we're surrounded by, I kind of doubt it.
Well, I mean, I really do hope you guys make it. Oh man. But anywho, yes, yeah. Here,
It's kind of
I'll.
hard to take you seriously when you say you hope we survive, when every time something horrible happens, you start cackling like a damn hyena.
Oh, by the way, Troll.
Yo,
You now know what E-Slicin' is. It
hey, I was
almost got...
not that far off.
Yeah, she's a living spell.
Yeah.
Basically, the lore about what happens when you cast illusion spells in the ethereal plane, mixed with speculative lore on what would happen if you also solidified that with shadow material.
Oh, neat.
And the answer is, I realized, oh, that's proto-reality and the, like, negative aligned sub-reality. So a slicing is literally, like, it, what is it, so oh brain, please come back, incorporation of whatever positive aligned proto-reality may exist out there, that theoretical fey matter I've talked about, you know, a bit of that away from becoming actually real. Possibly, assuming that's all the building blocks. That's just a theory, a game theory.
But yeah, well, I'll whisper you some shopping, and we can take care of this. That we can pick things up immediately for next week.
I haven't seen any of the other. I've seen like the game theory with the new host, and I actually kind of like it.
To be fair,
okay.
I think it's most of the same writers anyway. Matt Pat
Yeah,
had
he's been writing for you.
Yeah.
He's been writing for game theory for like 3 years at this point.
Yeah, and while Matt Pat has charisma, he has a very, shall I call it, even charisma. It's very straightforward. It's not hard to do what Matt Pat does, what he has. He's like a very standard radio announcer kind of charisma. It's not that he's unique, it's that he's clear.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm gonna try and get as much sleep as I can before I have to go to work.
I've worked hard too.
He's nice and joins in on this.
Yeah, with the fucking deep thinking, because now she's fucking casting Identify on herself right fucking now. Trying to confirm something she had theorized before.
Hey, please.
Oh no, the existentialism.
Well, good game. Oh god, I love it when weird shit like this happens.
It's great.
I love it when D&D gets tits. Let's fucking go. I love this shit.
There we go. I
It's
put
getting
in...
closer and closer to stabbing.
Shit.
Stabbing Dappled.
It's so good. It's really funny because I'm never an instigator for that kind of thing, but I love watching it. It's my favorite thing.
I've also added to his license to-do list existential crisis.
Kalos is quietly having a breakdown, which is why he went outside, and he's sort of compartmentalized it, and he's like, right, I'm gonna deal with this later. He wants to see if he can borrow his licensed amulet so he can go and have a breakdown in a corner quietly for a little bit. It's not that he's not, feeling anything in reaction to this. It's that he's hiding it because now he thinks he's being watched at all times.
Yeah, by another entity.
I mean,
yeah, by someone who, yeah.
Man, I'm gonna have to
Also helped
randomly-
along by the fact that he is having difficulty feeling much of anything in general, so it's sort of like
Yeah.
not too difficult to keep down anyway.
Man.
He's sort of like, oh, okay, whatever.
I'm just gonna randomly throw wisdom saves at you guys.
Oh, by the way, Hex, just because this is the sort of player I am, should I cool it with Dappled's hostility?
If you're fine with him maybe being punched, it's okay.
I'm fine with him being punched. He's a jackass.
Yeah.
By the way,
It's just that the specific kind of jackass he is rubbing a Kalos the wrong way.
by the way, I'll go ahead and tell.
Sorry, what was that?
I'm glad to hear that. I'm actually glad to hear that. Not for assholish reasons, but like, oh, you know what? That makes sense. That's true to character.
I'll go ahead and tell you.
But
guys.
I'm checking. But again, I'm checking player to player. Again, I'm checking in with you. Is what I'm doing okay?
Yeah. I'm
Okay,
fine
thank
with it for RP, but it is making it a little bit weird. It's like, why are we still letting him be around? You know?
He'll prove himself useful in due time, hopefully.
Oh, he's incredibly good in combat.
Yeah, that's the problem. He hasn't been useful yet because he hasn't had a chance to be useful. So
Exactly.
there's like our reasons for keeping him around are slim, which
For
is
now, he's our stalker.
yeah.
Yes. I mean, if you ask, also, like, if you give, like, if, again, he's a creature of promises. If you give him something to do, or get him to agree to something, he will do it.
He speaks so low of slaves, yet he himself is a perfect slave.
Yeah,
Exactly,
Kalos is much the same. Like he
Yes.
keeps his promises 100%. So it's sort of like it's weird how alike they are.
He's literally a slave that has been convinced he's not a slave, which is interesting. But
Oh, he is a grung. He is aware. He is a cog in the tribe.
God, you
And
are
that's a cog in every society.
You are so fucking lucky Last is not in this campaign, or I would have your fucking soul right now. I would have gotten it already, but and you would have happily given it to
It's
me.
not without ego. It is not without ego. He is a cog with ego.
That makes it easier, man.
Well, I mean, ego in the sense of like self-preservation. But I get you. But yeah.
Oh,
But there are ways. Oh, you know what? There are ways to get at him. There are ways to get around that, and there are ways that you can play with that. So you know what? That would have been interesting.
And the best part is, as far as he'd be concerned, Last is such a good friend. He's so nice. He understands the Grung ways so well, and wow, the power he gave me is so cool.
Man, I love this guy.
And I've been guaranteed a place in the afterlife doing what I'm doing now, more or less. That sounds amazing. But no, I'm not going to do that to you guys. I just fucking subjected everyone to Last. And they had a great time, but, you know, it'll get tired if I keep doing it. I will go ahead and tell you guys. Lizornadale's not gonna fucking kill you. She's watching all of this right now and it's fucking eating popcorn. This is great. You're not gonna die. You could. You could completely screw the
game. It feels good to be back, even though I feel like I ate like 7
glass
hairballs.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go sleep. I am very tired. Good night. Goodbye.
Good night, Nick. See you next week, maybe. Hope you feel better.
Ideally, I would love to be here. I should be here next week. I don't see unless I like.
The party is so much lesser
something.
without your character around to soothe.
True.
To be a barrier between.
She's Flash.
Various members.
She's our Flash.
You're the only
She's the heart
nice
of
one.
this party.
She is. Really. We kind of need you here quite desperately.
The nucleus. But yeah, it's even if you guys screw the pooch completely and break down Telly Slice and everything, I already know Telly Slice's reaction to it's gonna be, and it's not gonna be the things like Lars Van is worried about. So she's gonna be like, "Those idiot! Oh, it all worked out." Like, you guys would be fine. You could completely screw up or follow the orders. You can make that decision. You will be fine.
Yeah.
You were never in any danger, I'll tell you that above table.
Oh, okay, good night, gamers. See ya.
So yeah,
Good night.
I have added 3 additional drops to my list.
Sorry
I didn't
about.
get to use them.
I bugged out for like the last 3 minutes or so, but yeah, as I was saying, like like the cat's out of the bag. Like they've already like Akalos has already told Ice Lyson, you may be made out of magic, and I'm like, so like Dappled is like, fine, I might as well make my job. Might as well make the prosecution of my promises easier by telling Ice Lyson the behaviors to avoid, like work on yourself.
Yeah.
Don't follow in your predecessor's footsteps.
Well, yeah, like, so from a Chaos's perspective, he's like, okay, on the one hand, he does kind of want to figure it out, is the thing. So he's kind of okay with giving hints, but he's trying to keep things like, okay, there are definitely other ways this could be considered. Like, yeah, avoid anti-magic zones. That could be something else. There could be an effect placed on his license.
Yeah.
You know,
She
was
is
sort of
well, yeah.
his perspective.
She is currently thinking that she might be a simulacrum, yeah.
Yeah, because
Yeah,
who
yeah,
thinks,
Dirk-
oh, I'm a construct? They just think, oh, well, something's been done to me.
You have to remember she's been
Yeah, Dirk
researching.
probably. Yeah, I can see that. Yeah, Dirk would have would have done that too. But again, Dappled is the worst PC for these sorts of reveals.
Yeah.
Because none of this
Matters to him.
knowledge directly profits him in any way.
Yeah.
He is so self-interested and predatory.
Yeah, I wanted Dirk to be there so
None of
bad.
this, like he is not interested really in a relationship with Ice Lyson at all. Ice Lyson is a means to an end to get to the whatchamacallit, the crossroads of life and death,
Yeah.
according to the promises that he made and those who extracted them from him.
Yeah.
Yeah, his license. When you first were like, someone else walks up, was like, "Has she got a new character?" But she's only going to be gone for like 10 minutes. Seems weird to introduce them now.
Yeah.
And also I thought she was enjoying his license, and then you're like, there are 2 people there. I was like, weird. Does she have some kind of retainer? And then you kept explaining. I was like, fuck, it's goddamn Lars Renlail.
Well, I said to Drow at first.
Yeah, I was like, oh, there's like, okay. She's playing an elf. Does she have some sort of retainer who's just going to kind of follow her around? Another NPC.
My creations. Nope, it turns out it was just these Lyson again, technically.
Is Lyson 1.0?
Yeah, 1.0. Oh, it's his Lyson Dose.0 from now on. But,
well,
yeah,
his Lyson is probably like 27.0 or something. I don't know.
Yeah, they're
a much higher number, likely.
So, there is actually a spell, an actual homebrew spell at play called Lars Renlail's Living Lies, that you could technically achieve it through a process with normal D&D, but this is basically that process compiled using other spells.
Yeah, a one stop of pre-existing conditions and spells and things.
So basically, Lars Renlail was experimenting with this process and said, "Okay, how can I make this? How can I make a one-stop shop of this? Because simulacrums and magins just they work, but there's problems with them. But if you could make something like this, but it didn't quite work out the way she wanted because there's a bunch of other problems." It's its own beast. That's the fun thing about making new spells. You don't quite know what you're gonna get.
Yeah, new magic is hard.
Yeah.
And predictable at times, especially when you're messing with the mind.
Yeah. According to all of the old existing magics she's basically patching together to make this, it should work. Yet there's something wrong. It's a little weird. There's one variable that she didn't account for. Or one or more variables. But yeah, yeah, so no, it's not gonna kill you guys. Like, you could screw up completely, and East License not gonna have the reaction that Lozernail was afraid she would have if she was told. So you're...
And besides, like, Lars blah blah blah. I can't pronounce it to save my goddamn life. I'm very sorry.
Lars Ren Lyell.
Lars Ren Lyell.
There you go.
Lars Ren Lyell. There we go.
Elves, fucker.
Lars Ren Lyell was also again dappled stickler for language. She said she would prefer to tell Islyson herself, not necessarily she wants to tell Islyson herself, and that's a lot of wiggle room for a creature of promises.
Yeah. And it's literally the creature of promises met a creature of fancy. A creature of, I'll do this now. And now that. Oh, maybe I'll do this. I've changed my mind. It's been 10 minutes.
Yeah, like, Dappled finds Lars Ren Lyell fascinating just because she'd probably send him off to do stuff that he would benefit from greatly.
Yeah.
Monetarily.
Yeah.
Monetarily, it's also in terms of monetarily, intellectually, etc., etc.
Now step through the portal and grab the golden glowy thing on the other side of the room without dying and bring it back.
Can do this.
Troll, you might find it somewhat interesting that one of the reasons Akalos was so angry with Dappled for calling him a coward is because he considers himself to be one.
Oh, I should
also,
stream. Good night,
he knows.
everyone.